You work so hard. You show up every day. You do what's expected of you. But deep down, you know the truth. One paycheck shouldn't decide how your life turns out. But what if your evenings meant progress? What if your weekends built freedom? What if your laptop became more than just a screen? This isn't about quitting your job. It's about giving yourself options. While others scroll, you start building. Quietly, consistently, and on your own terms. No pressure, no guessing. Just a clear system you can run after work, before work, or whenever life gives you a turn. That's what Goldmine on hustlesafrica.com is for.
Tuesday.
Haikuzo. Makasi ni watafute uongozi pamoja wasitafute.
Kweli una maana gani? Una maana wewe. Ni binadamu ya mavi ya kuku.
Mashamba yetu harambe.
Nguruwe kujikanga na mafuta yake. Na Afrika itakwisha.
Padani agosho. Ngai no mwega. Naende shode.
Wakati hiyo ilikuwa ukisema ngwe.
Whether they are in whichever formation, everybody has a right to go to any part, any corner of the country and canvass their issues. The situation is very clear. Everybody is free to go anywhere. While at it, the expectation is that we must observe law and order on element or criminal act that is either related to politics or political contestation will not be tolerated. We should not allow ourselves to be misused by any political player for their own selfish interest.
I am telling the police, you have failed in your duty. The governor for Homa Bay and the member of parliament for Homa Bay and the member for the county assembly from Diwa, they have waged a war of division. They have talked in a language which sounds like genocide in Rwanda. And they have not been arrested. I am telling the police that remember, there was a police commissioner who was taken to The Hague. So if you don't answer for the deaths and what you did to me today, I'm going to go to court today to deal with the Inspector General of Police. I can't let you go. I will not 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 let you go. I want to finish by saying two things. Joluo, mboya no nekai. Jaramogi no kothothone. Raila kothothone. Ouko no negi. Odhiambo mbai ne onegi. Anegi dwa negata anchumo machon. Sani kora karoch maraja. Aroch. Jadimo yeno Orengo. Adwa wacho ni jaluo manogo kura ni Ruto. To wase nego jowa, kagise nego jowa. Mano nga mochien. Jadimo wacho ni Ruto unge kura kamodane. Mogi kabisa ngena ka useche mang'eny. Jadimo ye ni yalo weche ma Kenya to jaluo onge kanyo. Omiya kwa uthuolo.
Tunasema tu term kwa sababu tumeona development. Hapa mali tumesimama kwa barabara. Roundabout yenye iko hata Siaya. Na tunaambia Orengo, huko Homa Bay akikuja ajipange na ajue kwamba Homa Bay ndio ODM. Ndio bedroom ya broad base. Hapa ndio party inapega tolo.
We are learned and we know what we are doing. If you know what we are doing, we want to talk to Babu, Orengo and Sifuna. Please, if you come here, do it peacefully. usikuje hapa unatusi governor wetu.
To Orengo, please respect our leader. Sifuna, respect our leader. Please. Hapa ni Homa Bay na hatutaki matusi.
Sisi tunaenda ground. Hii ground yenye wamesema tufanyia sisi, Homa Bay tuko salama. Tuko sawa. And we are in to town.
Stand by, don't worry. You don't stand by. Hello there, people of the internet. My name is Uduj again, and this is Political Headache, coming to you at 7:30 in the evening from the city of Glass. A lot of things are going on in the country. People that I am having in the studio are already fighting before we started this conversation, and I'm wondering why they are fighting. So, people of the internet, we are seeing very ugly scenes from the great county of Homa Bay, the great county of Karachuonyo. There was Sindo, there was Ndiwa, there was non-Ndiwa, right? There was Nyandiwa. Yeah, so they started with Nyandiwa, and then they went all the way, and at the tail end of the day, they entered Homa Bay, and then there was fracas. The last pictures I've seen is a Prado zooming past Homa Bay town with basically no windows. No, what is it? What are they called? The glass, the windshield. Windshield, and it's I don't know. It's terrible to have a look at, and I don't know why these things are happening in our country. Meanwhile, I want to welcome the people of the internet. I want to Rita Philly saying Bila Babu Nitabu. CPA Patrick Moria saying what happened today is the proverbial kivumbi. All right, Branu Ching is saying, I mean, I saw people throwing swords at cars like on camera. A war on Yodalawa. All right? Saigon Felix saying, I'm currently waiting for the triple deck builder. Odhiambo Tieno is in the great city, in the great county of Kisumu. As we speak, he will be joining us on phone shortly because he told me that he has to chime in on what is going on in the great county of Karachuonyo today. All right, Mr. Ugochi saying what happened to political tolerance. Ugochi is also repeating my sister thinks she's my sister. Okay. Ugochi is saying the backwardness of political intolerance must stop. So what's the point of voting or playing politics at all? We can as well goon it out to say whoever has more muscle rules here. Okay, Brian Ochiengo saying, and the baby is whenever he thinks he is. Yesterday, Gaucho said, fear Babu mkadhani ni jokes. Babu is someone who plans 10 steps ahead and is the one who is behind him. Okay, a lot of Brian's speaking tonight. I want to go to other people. Miss Caroline Musungu is saying, what will Hayatola Nyasona Wanga tell the people? Okay, we have another person saying this podcast is starting to give Wanga vibes. Soon Joachim will never appear. They will brand him negative and push him out. Okay, I don't know what he's talking about, but Olois must be dreaming or something. Okay, because we have not talked about Wanga here. What happened today is very sad. Fighting your fellow people just because of what? Politics? That is uncalled for. Okay, so people of the internet, that is what we are having today. We had a big rally that was supposed to be big in Homa Bay, but I don't think it went as planned because there was a lot of fracas. I am here with Mr. Miruka, who is going to be speaking to us about what he thinks has happened. I'm having Mesha Kudede, an ODM member. And I want to start this conversation by saying, okay, Mr. I have a few things to also talk about because there is the issue of roads that we have also talked about. And the question is whether those roads are actually feeder roads, as has been said and as has been called. I think a lot of people are saying that, look, I've seen Abis Wena saying something interesting on Facebook that I will read at some point in our conversation. But I want to say, Mr. Odede, what is really going on with Homa Bay County? I mean, the intolerance is out of this world. What is going on? What do you think is really, really going on?
Well, thank you, Jagero, and thank you, the viewers, people of the internet. There is so much going on, and it is not just Homa Bay, it is the national politics localized or taken to Homa Bay. And if you look at the chronological of events, you will not get a direct link to why probably Homa Bay becomes the next place where Linda Mwananchi wants to go.
Okay.
Most of the time, there would be something. But here, the only thing that you can tangibly look at and say this is what informed the choice of Homa Bay, according to me, would be Omondi Karoli, who is the MP for Suba. And, Suba, is it Suba South? And that is basically where they were. And that is basically where the event happened. Nyandiwa is in Suba South and Sindo is in Suba South.
Okay.
So Omondi Karoli, Honorable, is a member of the Linda Mwananchi and by extension was given the position which was held by Junet earlier, the Secretary General for the Azimio Coalition. And now there is so much push and pull in his base because Honorable Mbadi, who is now the CS, comes from Suba South, was a member of parliament for Suba South, represented that constituency for about 15 years plus.
Karoli is from Suba?
South.
Suba South.
Yes.
And so is Mbadi?
Yes.
Okay, so
Karoli succeeded Mbadi.
Okay.
And Mbadi stayed in that constituency for about 15 years as their member of parliament.
Okay.
And then all this time, Karoli has tried to be a member of parliament in that constituency, but he never got the opportunity to get it.
So he trounced Mbadi this time round in 2022?
No, Mbadi didn't vie for that seat until Mbadi left to go vie for governor of Homa Bay, which later they were convinced by Raila to leave the post for Gladys, and then Mbadi was nominated by ODM. So this is the time when Karoli now got the party ticket and came to parliament officially as an elected member. So there has been a lot of bitterness between the two individuals, John Mbadi and Karoli Omondi. So looking at the way things have been, I can only tell it is Karoli who made the choice that Linda Mwananchi should now go to Homa Bay after their last event, I think, in Western. And then they announced coming to Homa Bay. But now, given that there were other things happening around that time politically, you remember Orengo going to Homa Bay like twice, 3 or even 4 times out of the blues from nowhere. And then the altercation between Orengo and Governor Gladys Wanga, the back and forth, some words were not palatable for many people when it all started.
Yes.
Now, I think this was like another visit again. Because now Gladys Wanga, as the governor, has been looking forward to imagining that Governor Orengo is actually not showing respect to her. Maybe because she's a woman. They can say a lot of things have been said. Because again, Governor Gladys Wanga do not understand why Orengo is popularizing Linda Mwananchi, but when he thinks about Lowland, he only thinks about Homa Bay. And rarely does he think about Migori, rarely does he think about Siaya, where he comes from. So most of his popularization tour of Linda Mwananchi has just been in Homa Bay and a little bit of Kisumu, which is particularly Ahero. He has gone to Ahero, I think, twice. But the rest of it has been just Homa Bay, either Kadongo, where Odhiambo comes from, or other parts. He has gone to Sindo, where they were today, and other parts of Homa Bay, and including Homa Bay town, and they were fracas. These are the reasons why it now feels to Governor Wanga like there's something particularly
personal about this thing. And I want to ask you this thing, because I think people of the internet need to understand. Because these are all ODM people. These are all political proteges of His Excellency the former Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga. I want to give, for people of the internet who do not understand the history of these people, because I think that when we speak about Homa Bay and we speak about the larger Luo Nyanza and the people that are involved, we are speaking about Orengo, who's been by Raila by Raila's side for a long time. Then you go to Karoli Omondi. Karoli Omondi has been such a center stage in the last 10 years or so by Raila Odinga. We have Nyasuna Gladys Wanga, who is probably the last born in as far as this conversation is concerned, because I think she becomes women rep in 2017.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And then she goes for governor.
Actually, 2013.
2013.
Yeah.
And then goes again.
Yeah, and then goes again.
Goes again and in 2017.
Yes.
And then after 2 terms, she decides that, look, I am going to go for the bigger seat, which is the governorship.
The governor.
By this time, Orengo has been with Raila for more than 30 years.
Yes.
Okay? We have Karoli Omondi. The story of Karoli Omondi is very interesting. And I would like you to start with, my good man, I'm going to bring you because I have Mr. Meroka here. But I want to, where does Karoli Omondi actually come in? At what point does Karoli Omondi enters this politics? Because I know that Karoli Omondi has also been somebody who has been very close to Raila. As a matter of fact, he's the one who donated Orange House. So at what point does Karoli Omondi actually enters Raila's circle?
Karoli Omondi did not just enter Raila's circle. Karoli entered the Jaramogi's circle.
Okay.
And Raila inherited, Raila inherited most of the Jaramogi circle.
Okay.
Both close and even in the peripheries. And he carried them along and also brought his own circle in the mix. And that is why it looked dynastic in nature.
Okay.
Because it has people. And Karoli has been in some other media platforms and he's talked about them running alongside Jaramogi as young men.
Okay.
And Mbadi as well joined at the time of Jaramogi, though very young in university. And now the likes of Orengo were the closest team near Jaramogi as young Turks. Then the likes of Mbadi are now joining from college as the university comrades supporting the reforms agenda. So both of them joined at that time.
Okay.
But Karoli, at some point, makes more money on the peripheries because it was difficult to make money outside the government if you were on the opposition side of things, because you can't get a lot of work or tenders or anything that can make you real money. But Karoli happens to make money, and especially
he starts making money when he joins Raila, when Raila joins Kibaki's broad-based government.
He made more money before actually out of the country. He got some of the things he does out of the country and makes him money. So by the time Raila is prime minister, Karoli already was someone who had money and was even able to support the party with some money. But now this is where it becomes a little bit difficult for Karoli to, because he supports Jaramogi, he supports Raila, he even give money. Then the likes of Mbadi comes and without money and gets the party ticket and gets the seat ahead of him.
So this is for the at the start of Mbadi's reign in Suba.
Yes.
Karoli Omondi is already supporting Raila Odinga.
Supported Jaramogi and now supporting Raila Odinga.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, but that is very interesting, because then why do you think Raila does not appreciate Karoli Omondi back in 2013?
No, Raila appreciates Karoli Omondi. And when he becomes the prime minister, Karoli becomes the chief of staff in his office.
Yes.
That is appreciation.
That's a big one.
So Raila knows, I have two people who are both supporting me from this constituency. But he knows what to do. So he gives Mbadi the ticket to get elected as member of parliament for Suba South, but he gets Karoli to be in his office as the chief of staff.
When is the first time? When is the first time that that Mbadi becomes the MP? Is that in 2013?
Earlier than that.
That is
actually in 2007.
2007.
Yes.
Or 2007 is the first cameo into politics.
Yes. Mbadi becomes the member of parliament for Suba South.
Does Karoli Omondi contest?
And Karoli Omondi tries to contest and does not get.
The nomination.
Then Raila gets Karoli Omondi to be chief of staff after the bungled election of 2007, and he becomes the prime minister in 2008, the accord.
Okay.
Then he now brings Karoli to be his chief of staff.
Okay.
But also appoints Mbadi as assistant minister in the office of the prime minister.
Okay.
So both of the two gentlemen are actually working under the leadership of Raila Amolo Odinga. That is between 2008 all the way to 2013. So all of them works right directly with Jacom. One is his chief of staff, and one is assistant minister in the office of the prime minister.
Okay.
So both of them like sits with Jacom or more often and every other minute as people in his office.
All right.
But the two gentlemen goes back again to contest the seat in 2013.
Okay.
And in 2013, Mbadi takes this.
Okay.
And I think
Mbadi is basically given the ticket.
Mbadi is basically given the ticket and gets elected. And I think
this is 2013.
Yeah, 2013.
Okay.
All the way. And I think this is happening because Mbadi has a lot of touch with the people.
Okay.
Karoli may be having touch maybe now because he is now MP of that area, but all along Mbadi has had a lot of touch with the people. But also in politics, as if I was in Raila's situation, then I would know Odwot Jagero is very good with communicating the issues down there. Oratory skills zake are a little bit higher. So basically I would want you to be on the ground more, and when we win, I can pick the other gentleman to put in other position. But again, even now, if you look at the way things are, you clearly see Karoli as a man who is supposed to be either a minister, more executive than a political animal on the ground. And this is what has been the beef. So looking at how Linda Mwananchi has moved, then recently when Mbadi tried to now be governor of Homa Bay, and then Raila tells him leave this seat for Gladys, then Mbadi gets nominated, given the position of Park, and they have a tussle with Babu Owino on this position of Park in parliament. Now this makes Mbadi again another enemy politically, quote unquote, which is Babu. I'm bringing the whole thing. So you have Linda Mwananchi, which has got powerful men. Sifuna was SG, Mbadi was chair. So Mbadi works with Sifuna along this all these many years. Then now you have Karoli, who has a beef with Mbadi, and you have Babu, who had got tussle at that time. Mbadi was being given the park, and he needed that. He thought he should be the one given that position
in parliament.
Then Mbadi is now crossing over to executive and becomes a minister in the Ruto's government.
And that is what I want to ask, because then it seems that every time Raila has an opportunity to reward Karoli, he tends towards Mbadi. And that is the question that I want to ask you, because then it appears to me that, and we know your party leader Raila Odinga, he has been a man who doesn't seem to like a lot of people who are aggressive. And I think, do you think that his aggressiveness, Karoli's aggressiveness, actually makes him miss all these goodies that Raila is having on his plate? Do you think that is the issue?
I actually don't think. If there are other people who have shown too much aggressiveness and probably lost because of that, I would talk about people like now the Secretary General of UDA, maybe. Somebody like Omar Sarai was also one of the Raila's young men, and goes to be senator for Mombasa at the time. Governor Joho is governor, and you look at the dynamic duo, and you actually think it is almost automatic when Joho leaves, this guy will definitely become governor. And because of the aggressiveness, quote unquote, and not wanting to wait, he goes and went all the way to Wiper and everywhere else until now he's back to UDS as the SG. But there are other people as well. But Karoli, do you know, even the people of the internet started knowing Karoli purely in this term, people could have had the name Karoli Omondi.
Yes.
But not so many people randomly you would find on the road and count 1, 2, 3 up to 10. How many knows the face of Karoli Omondi? They have just known him. So you can't really give the word aggressiveness to him, because people who are aggressive should be known.
Okay.
People just knew
Perhaps
the name.
should I have used the word smart?
I don't know, but
because
on
even when we go back to the gubernatorial campaign of 2022,
yes,
we see that Mbadi wants this.
Yes.
Nyasuna wants this.
Yes.
Does Karoli want it?
No.
Magwanga wants it.
Yes.
So Baba actually gets Nyasuna, Mbadi. And Magwanga on the table.
Yes.
And he tells them that, look.
And Kidero.
Yes. Kidero bowls out.
Yeah, Kidero refused to sit in this meeting where Raila called them to try and agree on who the candidate is.
Which is very interesting to me. And people of the internet, I think that what we are doing now is sort of creating a context.
Yes.
Called the context for what is really happening in Luo Nyanza.
Yeah.
And specifically in Homa Bay.
So
that you understand.
Yeah.
So when Kidero is called, Mbadi is called, Magwanga is called, and the fourth person is who?
It is Magwanga, Mbadi, Wanga, and Kidero.
What is Kidero being given? Because Magwanga, I know, was being offered the deputy governorship.
Yes.
And Nyasuna is told to take the governor. To take the governor.
Yes.
The other two, what are they told?
So Magwanga agrees to take the deputy governor.
Yes.
Position, and Mbadi is told we are going to win, and you definitely will be in my cabinet.
Okay.
But meanwhile, you are getting nominated back to parliament, because remember, the parliament at that time, which was ending, Mbadi was actually the minority leader.
Okay.
Of the Baba's team.
Okay.
So maintain, you are going back to parliament, and you will be nominated. But if we win, which we are almost sure we are going to win according to the team that time, you are going to be in the cabinet. Somebody accepts to step aside and leave Nyawangaya to run as the ODM candidate. But Kidero, but now Kidero, the fourth man in the fire, refuses to go to this meeting. Kidero did not attend that meeting.
Actually does not attend the meeting.
No, he didn't. So Raila called all of them, but he refuses to attend this meeting. So there is nothing else you can do. It means he has decided, and that is how he goes to run on his own.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fast forward then, Raila gets into Ruto's government.
Yeah.
After the 2024 Gen Z protest, correct?
Yes.
Mbadi is given, a very fat ministry.
Yes.
Karoli Omondi is not given anything.
Karoli is MP for Suba South, so Mbadi is nominated.
Okay.
So nomination is easier because when you pull Mbadi out of that, somebody else in the list takes over.
Okay.
Which already somebody did. But now, after in the period that election happened, and we immediately got disappointed as ODM team and by extension Azimio, there are people who started visiting William.
Okay.
And part of the team...
The team that includes Kidero.
Yes.
At the time.
Yeah.
And some other folks from Kisumu.
Exactly. A number of MPs. But the first group was the team from Northeastern, who, before even swearing in, had gone to see William. So for them, it is being in government or being in government.
Yes.
And then they started. So from ODM, we have the 6-7 MPs who goes to see William at State House, and ODM gets very mad with them. You remember? And Karoli is part of this team.
Karoli is part of this team.
Karoli is part of this team.
But what is then it is actually understandable why Raila would not consider him later on. But why is he going?
They are all going, and of course the explanation they gave is that they are going to look for development for their people, the people they represent.
Okay.
This was Jalango, Karoli, the Game MP Elisha, among others. They were around, and even the Senator Ojenda and the rest. But then, right that time, Mbadi is still chair of ODM. Yes. Remember? So when the ODM sits down, NEC, and chaired by Mbadi, they write letters to these MPs, ODM MPs, who went to the State House without authorization or approval of the party to do that kind of visit. Then, remember, this beef started way back, but now Mbadi chairs the party. I am now elected as Karoli in Suba South, and the letter comes to me. He chairs a NEC meeting and summons me. That beef continues. Yeah? Then, after that, things happen the way they happen, and Mbadi says, this is the reason why Jacom could never trust you. Because you have not been elected, but all along you've wanted to be elected. Immediately you are elected by the party, you are already defying the position of the party, running on your own to President William Ruto. And this beef continues. And then after that, you know, Karoli decided that everything ODM doesn't look standard to him and doesn't make sense to him. So you do not see Karoli in any ODM gathering out there. There is not even one. And he has said in many platforms that he stopped going to ODM. So whether it is Baba going around doing consultation, Karoli is never seen in those meetings. Whether it is ODM organizing a meeting, Karoli is not in those meetings. He is only in parliament and voting the way he wants, because political parties want to always whip their members in the party to vote a position they have taken. So they are the ones who votes the way they want, meaning hawajabebewa akili, according to quote unquote how it is said out there. So Mbadi as a chair feels like these are now members who defy all parties' positions. Then Mbadi begins to recruit or support another person on the ground. This lady starts campaigns. So Mbadi has been going and actually campaigning. By the time Mbadi is campaigning and saying to the people of Suba South, I am coming back to this seat in the next election, now they are pure rivals opposite each other. But then the Gen Z thing happens. Then Mbadi goes to cabinet. So when Mbadi goes to cabinet, he leaves the ODM chair position. Remember that time he was ODM chair position and already going back to campaign and telling the people of Suba, I am coming back to this seat. I have led you for 15 years. We gave this guy, but he has already defied the party, so I am coming back. Karoli decides to say, I am not even going to get re-election by the same party. I'm going to find a different vehicle. So Mbadi intense campaign begins, but then Gen Z happens. When Gen Z happens, Mbadi goes to the cabinet, and Mbadi says, even if I go to the cabinet, you are and leaves the position of the chair, you are one person I have to make sure does not come back on this in this constituency elected. And now that is where that lady who is now campaigning against Karoli, and today you heard Karoli says in Kijaluo, calling that mama Ogwanga Ngemo is somewhere around here, will know who I am. So that is the lady who has been supported by Mbadi, and Mbadi has gone. It's like the lady picked the campaign from where Mbadi left when Mbadi was going to the cabinet. And now that is the big rivalry.
And you could say that this lady is going to be given the ODM ticket.
I could not say there are others. There are others.
Yeah.
But this particular one.
But for sure, Karoli Omondi is not getting it.
Karoli himself has said more than twice that he does not want ODM. He does not want to seek re-election on ODM ticket. And he said he left even before Baba passed. So I don't see a situation where...
He left before Baba passed?
He said he had left the idea of seeking re-election with ODM even before Jacom passed.
So then he was not he was not cordial with Jacom even before he passed on.
Karoli wanted to be cordial with Jacom at personal level, but not on party positions. So he would want to relate with Jacom as a comrade.
Okay.
Someone I have known for long, someone I've been friends with, someone I've supported.
Okay.
But not in the party position where the party says this, we are going this direction.
Okay.
So that is what he has been.
And then Raila unfortunately passes on.
Yes, unfortunately Raila passes and then leaves the situation unsolved. And so as we speak, Karoli has already been in conflict with other people around Jacom, which again probably was his issue. He had a serious altercation with Junet at some point, and we both know in the country the role people like Junet played, and they were comrades around Baba throughout. So Karoli imagines that he basically has now his roots in the constituency. Now that he has been elected, he has his roots. But Mbadi on the other side and people in the party feels like you've just tested that seat. You have not had roots. So we are definitely going to decampaign you and give this seat to another person who can listen to the party and can take party position. So I'm seeing Linda Mwananchi moving directly to Suba South to consolidate support base for Karoli. But because of the role Karoli is now playing in the Linda Mwananchi. So connect it this way again. Karoli is one of those few people who was said and has also confirmed in one of, I think, one of the major media houses around, that he supported ODM not once, not twice, even with money. So in the Linda Mwananchi, they need people like that. They need people who have money. And Karoli has also moved to secure the position Junet was having of the Azimio Coalition Secretary General. So he is a key figure in that team. And so the team must listen when he says, let's go to Homa Bay. And unfortunately, when we talk about Homa Bay, the idea that everybody has is Homa Bay town. But now, Linda Mwananchi wanted to go all the way to Suba South to consolidate or solidify the vote for Karoli in his constituency.
So then I don't know whether it is correct to say that it was Linda Mwananchi that wanted to go to Suba, or it is the heat that Karoli Omondi is feeling in Suba that tells him, okay, I want the constituency to see the crowd that I can bring, that I can put together in Suba. Do you think it was political on the side of the gentleman, Mr. Karoli, to show force against the opponents that are obviously going to go against him in 2027?
I think going to Suba South was more of Karoli's need for the Linda Mwananchi to bring.
But which is interesting, because I would say that they should have, because Linda Mwananchi has actually arrived in Homa Bay at 1859.
In the evening.
That 1859, that is at night.
7 basically.
7 basically.
Yeah.
And I was thinking that was the epicenter of where they should have been politicking.
Yes, and that was supposed to be.
And for me, when I looked at it, I thought that they were starting with Suba North. I hope you're giving us the pictures of whatever is happening, the pictures and the videos of them, especially on the rough road, because we want to talk about that.
They were to begin with Suba South.
Yeah, and that is very interesting to me. And politically, I think that was... I thought that it was the fear of the Goons that they would start with that other end, then tend towards Homa Bay when everybody is actually tired and going home.
Now, Homa Bay in ODM is among the highest ranked political backyards of ODM. It is Homa Bay, it is Busia, it is Kilifi, and then the rest follows. So in Kilifi, you would find at some point back then, ODM elected leaders, all of them, MCAs, members of parliament, everybody. That is something you would only find again in the Luo Nyanza. You would find that in Homa Bay. Not Migori, not Kisumu, and not Siaya. But then Busia, in terms of registration, membership of ODM, Busia, I think, is the leading county in the entire nation in the ODM membership. So Homa Bay has its place. But then the calendar they gave said by 10 they should be in Nyandiwa Center. Nyandiwa is somewhere along the lake.
Along the lake, but how far is it from the capital city of Homa Bay County?
It's about 70 kilometers.
70 kilometers.
About 70 kilometers.
That's about just about 40 minutes drive.
Yeah, something like that. But
okay.
Because you are in a convoy and probably people, it is imagined that people would be on the road and all that, you might take slightly more than 1 hour or so. And if the roads are also good or bad, again, is applicable to how fast you can get to Homa Bay.
Okay.
But the Linda Mwananchi rallies have been uniformly done. In the morning, you see them in the church, a certain church, which information that we have says no church was even willing to host them because of the hostilities that were seen through the night around Homa Bay.
Okay,
by the people.
So do you then think that the churches were fearing for an attack?
Yes,
should they go in there?
Yeah, churches would fear an attack because somehow the people, if the political intolerance that we're talking about, when you see that the region where you come from, there's too much political intolerance, then you would imagine that if I host these people, somehow my church might be attacked.
My church might be burnt down.
Usually they go to a church in the morning, then most of the Sunday churches, they have masses, especially if it is Catholic. You realize the mass will take 2 hours or so, and they are done. So the calendar was telling us by 10 they should be in Nyandiwa, that is center, and then by 12 they should be in Sindo, and then by 2 they should be in Homa Bay town. But all these were derailed. Even that Nyandiwa, I think they were there by 3 or some instead of 10.
So I want
to by 5 or something they were in Sindo.
I want to go to Mr. Meruka. And Mr. Meruka, I'm not sure if you are very familiar with Luo politics and Luo land, because after I've welcomed you, we want to go to the issue of the road that has been a serious point of conversation in the internet, and people of the internet have been talking so much about it. Sifuna wrote on social media today that bwana walisema huku Homa Bay ndio kuna shiny things, kumbe ni ukora tu, dust is constant. And then there is a photo there, right? So, and then he also says the top of the morning from the beautiful Homa Bay, ati wameblock barabara, tunaonana shortly. As a supporter of Linda Mwananchi, what was your expectation, Mr. Meruka, in Homa Bay? Was it supposed to be all rosy? Did you expect that there were going to be problems?
Thank you, Jagero. You know, I've been listening to Mr. Odede speak about all the history of politics in specifically Homa Bay.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I was expecting him, first of all, to start and say probably is the condemning of the violence that has been witnessed.
Okay.
It does not matter whether you're in government. It does not matter whether you're in the opposition. I think we need to look ourselves in the mirror and ask ourselves, is this the kind of political environment that you want to breed in this country, whether we're in government or in opposition? Because the question rises, will Gladys Wanga be in a position, or will Peter Kaluma be in a position to go and campaign somewhere else that is not Homa Bay, if this is what is being witnessed in terms of what is happening in Homa Bay?
Yeah.
Allegedly, as we know, it has been widely criticized and said that they are the ones who have been planning for these particular goons and whatever was happening today. And I must say it is very utterly disappointing and disgusting in terms of what is happening in our political environment. It does not matter whether I agree with you or not, but I think what our constitution provides is that I can actually visit any part of this country comfortably, share out my ideas and be heard without actually being attacked. I have actually spent the whole day watching what was happening with Linda Mwananchi, and you could see clearly that roadblocks have been erected in terms of the stones that are there. You could see police standing there and throwing tear gas, and people attacking Linda Mwananchi with pangas and rungus and stones, yet the police are watching. So what kind of political environment is that? Because you must understand there are two sides of the coin, and today you are enjoying all this and celebrating and saying it is a good thing in terms of what has happened to the Linda Mwananchi. But what if tomorrow that is what is actually happening to you? we must understand, and I think it's one of the things that bothers me a lot. There is no tribe in this country that has bore the brunt of police brutality like the Luo community, in terms of the brutality that has been there. But again, also, we must state the fact that Luos have been known to be the best in terms of academia, right? Talk about the engineers, the lawyers, the doctors. So you wonder, what kind of brains are these again that now go back to form goons and attack people, yet they understand that there's the freedom that our constitution gives us. And I think that is something that is very wrong, that we need to condemn with the strongest terms possible. And I say again, it does not matter. Because Jagero, today could be here saying what we are saying, but I when you watched that rally, you'd realize there's even a policeman that has been hit by a stone by the people from the other side. Babu's bodyguard actually had to escape from a van that was carrying goons with the pangas and machetes today. So when you look at all these things, I really want to ask us as a country, let us look ourselves in the mirror and ask ourselves the question, is this really the country that we want to build, or is this really the environment that we want to go into come 2027? Because some of us think that what happened in 2007, which is like 20 years ago when it comes to 2027, is not something that is going to happen again in 2027. Simply because we are looking at it and thinking it is very far-fetched. We want to show our muscles, we want to show sisi ndio kusema. But at the end of the day, people are hurt. And you see what is even most disturbing is the very fact that the same Luos are the ones fighting against themselves. I mean, because I support Linda Mwananchi, you attack me. Yet at the end of the day, when these people leave and everyone leaves and you now have to attend burials, it is your relatives and your friends that you'll be calling to actually do the michango and everything. So I must say it is a very disappointing thing. It is disgusting, the least to say, that we shouldn't condone at all means. Whether you are in ODM, whichever party you are at, that is why we are multi-party democracy, that we can tolerate one another in terms of we might have difference in opinions, right? We might disagree to agree peacefully without having to injure one another because of our political differences. Yeah.
I want to ask you this question. What do you think is the bone of contention between the two parties?
One, let's be very honest. Who is the chairperson of ODM?
Yeah.
So it is widely perceived that Homa Bay is the root base, as I said, of the ODM party, the party that is now with Uburu. Let's just be honest in terms of what ODM really is. It is the party that is with Uburu and the likes of Akina Kaluma and everything. And even as we think about that, ask yourself a question. Why is someone like Kaluma, who has uttered such derogative and statements, not arrested by the DCI or even summoned by NCIC in terms of what he's saying to the people, in terms of if there is anyone who comes here and says one term, attack them, because that has an effect in terms of what is happening on the ground. People become intolerant. So the reason why there has been a fight is the fact that they feel that the Linda Mwananchi team is now going to wrestle them in their own backyard. And the reality is, if they had allowed Linda Mwananchi to do their rallies as they had been intended, many people would have changed their minds, or many people would have listened to their message and probably changed their minds. And simply because that Homa Bay is locked. But again, Homa Bay is just one of the 47 counties in Kenya. All these people that have been involved here, can they go to Kuala and somewhere and campaign with this level of intolerance? Because I want you to understand, the Luo and the Luo community for the longest time have been a very united community. In fact, I think they call it themselves Mashemeji, you know? So whatever has been happening to Sifuna, and the people of Mulembe Nation see that, what do you think will happen to them when they realize very well it is these same people that have actually been fighting our son? It is not a good show. And so I think, apart from the fact that they are trying to muscle and show their strength and oof and bravado, they are doing it the wrong way. I think the best way is to allow people to share their ideas, whether they are locked in two-term, because what they don't realize is that it has the opposite effect. Right now, we have been able to see all those roads, and we have actually seen how pathetic Homa Bay County is. Right now, people have been looking at what is happening in the internet and actually feeling what was happening during the time when Ruto kept saying that alikuwa anateswa is actually what is happening to Linda Mwananchi. So they are now gaining sympathy because they think they are hurting them, but in reality they are now giving them a mileage in terms of the perception the public is looking at them. How wanakuwa wanateswa, how wananyimwa nafasi. That creates the negative connotation in terms of what they want to try to achieve, even when they think they are blocking the roads and doing all that. By the way, if you looked at that whole rally since 10 a.m., definitely you'd ask yourself, who are these people with brains and minds who would think of doing such things to hurt others? Because that's the whole point. I mean, how inhumane can you be? What kind of an animal can you be to actually be planning for all that, just to attack people simply because they want to come to Homa Bay? So I think that is the whole point as to why they're trying to just make a grip and say, sisi ndio kusema.
I want to ask Odede, why are you not condemning the attacks in why are you not condemning the attacks in Homa Bay? Because
he's happily laughing. He's not here.
because we had never gotten to the place where we condemn attacks and violence. Now we have gotten there. So I have the
what does that mean exactly? Where we are supposed to condemn attacks?
We started from painting the picture, the background.
Yes.
So we are now here because we now understand the background.
Yes.
Now we are here today. We are now discussing today and where the violence happened. But this gentleman
is extremely unhappy.
So I know, and many others out there.
Yes.
So I will start by also condemning violence.
Okay.
That no violence is good.
Yes.
And whether it is here or there. The problem I have with people like Miruka and the team, I really want us to condemn violence as a country.
Yeah.
But we need to condemn the entire violence,
okay,
not when it happens in Homa Bay or Luo Nyanza. Let's condemn this in the same breath. The violence in Kisii, Keumbu, where somebody died. At least today I have not had anybody dying. But at least you know, Linda Mwananchi rally in Kisii, somebody died in Keumbu. I want us to condemn that with the same breath, not bringing the Luos and their brain. Kwani Kisii has no brain, that's why somebody died. I wouldn't say that. We just want to condemn them all. We know Irungu Kangata's driver was shot somewhere. Was it in Nyanza? Is it because they don't have brains there? So it has nothing to do with Luos being engineers, lawyers, or whatever. So remove that from the answer in this parliament. We need to condemn it because it is wrong, not because they are Luos. Because Irungu Kangata's driver was shot in Mount Kenya, in what Rigiji told them, Musilete Kierere, wakapeleka Kierere, according to Rigiji. That was Mount Kenya. We need to condemn the violence which we saw even in the by-election in Malava, where Panyako was crying a lot the whole night and during the day. That was not Luo land, but there are also lawyers like Sifuna, and violence was happening. We need to condemn the Nakuru just the other day. Was it the day before yesterday? In Nakuru. So it is not a preserved thing for Luos, and then you start looking at Luos are supposed to be engineers. They are just violent like any other Kenyan is violent out there. And I'm just pointing out a few that I know you can remember. And then, just like you're saying, we need...
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
And I know probably you're using all these instances. But the question is, where is the violence mostly met, or where is violence likely to happen in all these rallies? But even before you answer that,
yes,
I think it is prudent that you don't say it is just for everyone in the country happening, and that's why we cannot specifically group and say it's the Luos. The question should be, who actually is the cause of this violence? Is it the people in opposition or the people in government?
Both.
And to be specific, broad-based government.
Both. Both have caused violence in different instances. We cannot say the violence in our politics as a country is preserved for opposition or preserved for government. Both instances, because there are constituencies, Jagero, where the candidates and we are actually headed there. We will have situation where the candidates will be both from Linda Mwananchi and they're looking for one seat, and you will see violence. That one you will not say the government came from all the way and met violence on them. So let's just say violence is violence, and it is bad. It is not a preserve of government or opposition. But again, it is easy for opposition to always say it is government. Today, we saw violence. And before today happens, let me bring this. Before today happens, we started seeing a lot of press conferences by Honorable Babu, Karoli, Orengo, and the Linda Mwananchi team in general, talking about how the governor of Homa Bay is planning to attack them. But you know, as we sit here and in any other media house, there is no media house or anybody who has any evidence of Governor Gladys Wanga planning anything. No one has evidence. But it is said all over until people are beginning to imagine that she actually planned. At least we have a clip, Jagero, you have seen it, or heard about it. At least there's a clip where the MCA from Ndiwa, Ogindo, is speaking. At least that one you can say in at the least possible.
And Kaluma.
Yes, and the clip from Kaluma.
Yes.
But in the press conference, before even the clip of Kaluma yesterday, there were allegations from Babu, Karoli, Orengo, and the team about Wanga, Ochilo, my governor from Migori. Even how this thing ends up with Ochilo in Migori, we don't know. But you want us to pick that as a Bible verse, and so we just believe that Wanga was planning attack. We do not need to go that route. We need to know where there is evidence, then we condemn. So how do I sit here and start condemning Governor Wanga, and I don't have any small thing that links her? Because the only clip we have is her saying, we welcome them to Homa Bay. Let them come and do what? Do their rally and go. But at least I can condemn Honorable Kaluma, that Honorable Kaluma, this one, you went too far. Even if you are organizing your ground, this one went too far. Maybe Honorable Ogindo, this was too far. But how do I condemn my governor, Ochila Ayako from Migori, and say, just because Babu went to a press conference with Karoli and told me that Ochila Ayako was planning together with Wanga? It is wrong. So let's not condemn because it is fashionable. Let's condemn when there is evidence of anything that has been planned.
There is something that I
still have a lot of things here.
Allow me to say this. There is a simple denominator in all these state-sponsored violences.
Yes.
It is actually, when you look at all the places that you've mentioned about violence, there is the hand of the state in perpetrating violence against the opposition. And that is the reality that we must accept. And therefore, it is
hand
not
of state, how do you mean? Because,
for example, today, when the convoy was moving and entering into Homa Bay town, the roads have been blocked, all right, with very many large stones. There are young men standing on the other side, throwing stones at the convoy as it comes. And when Babu is now trying to mobilize and tell the youth to move forward, when they get to that particular point, the police are there standing with their guns and everything, and doing nothing. Those young men throwing stones and doing everything, running to the bushes, yet the police are there. What is that supposed to mean?
It is supposed to mean that...
What are the police supposed to do in terms of maintaining law and order? It simply means they have turned down or laid their arms down simply because they cannot enforce law and order simply because there's something that has already been passed down to them.
That's an assumption.
It is not an assumption.
So...
And again, we also don't have to behave as if we don't know what is happening in this country, because now that is the assumption that all this state-sponsored violence and the way it comes that we see clearly, we cannot actually not point out to the fact that it is state-sponsored.
Let me hear you talk about the DCI and the people the DCI arrested. The goons the DCI arrested with 3 vehicles, and one of them is very well known to be moving around with Orengo, and we have clips of Babu defending him in Kisumu. Yeah? So
Did
what
you,
about
did you,
that?
Did you see that one?
No, probably I've not seen that one, so I cannot
How
comment.
can you see that?
I cannot comment on that because the same DCI that he's talking about
Yes.
is the same DCI and probably the NCIC that should have arrested Kaluma because of the sentiments that he made.
I'm
done.
not refusing. If the police wants to arrest Kaluma, we both have seen the audio of him speaking. That one they can go ahead. But I'm telling you, it is not, you are alleging that everything that is happening is the hand of government. And that is what I'm disputing. That there could be a situation, government, Jagero government has got two areas. It is either by commission or omission. Because as a government, you took oath to defend and ensure that there is peace and ensure that you ensure that there is safety for property and life. So either way, you are found wanting. It's either you omit or commit. So government definitely is going to have a lot to bear. But that does not mean the opposition has no responsibility and has never done anything. When the DCI arrest young people with machetes and rungus in the vehicle, and these young people are some of them known to be moving around with Orengo and has been seen with the likes of Babu, we need to condemn in the same breath. So we cannot generalize and say all the violence that have been seen here or there has been government.
Actually,
that is what I am saying.
Actually, what I'm trying to say is,
yes.
Can you imagine the speed at which the DCI moved to arrest these said goons that you are saying? Because I do not have the clip, so I cannot whether confirm or deny.
Yes.
Look at the speed at which they moved to arrest these people that you are claiming. But at the same speed they moved at, they now relax when it comes to, we are now attacking Linda Mwananchi. Why is it so?
Who do you want to get arrested? So that you can
So you want to tell me that the state does not have information, the state does not have intelligence to actually understand so and so is the one who is planning such and such a thing. You see, I mean that should be making us look like fools, and honestly that is not fair.
So I want to come
because
to,
we must understand, yes, you may say these people are in Linda Mwananchi and they move around with Orengo. But again, if you look at what was happening today, if those guys, because now it puts us at odds with the state in terms of, if the state cannot defend us, then we as Linda Mwananchi have to defend ourselves. And that is not something that probably I would love to urge or probably recommend, because at the end of the day, an eye for an eye leaves both of us blind.
How does Linda Mwananchi defend themselves?
Well, you saw the vijana that were there carrying their own rungus.
Okay.
All right? And so probably I would presume those were from...
Odhiambo is on the line. Odhiambo is on the line from Kisumu, so you'll be joining us shortly. You are saying that, because this is my biggest problem with this issue of hooliganism.
Yeah.
Because, like you've said, that we had hooliganism going on in Olkalau. Rigathi Gachagua blamed the government, and the government operatives on the same. Gachagua was attacked 2 days ago in Nakuru. He blamed the government. And there was an attack in Keumbo. We blamed the government. There was an attack in Kitengela. I was there. We blame the government. There has been an attack everywhere in this country.
Yeah.
Now, for me, the problem that I keep saying is that, okay, so we have Kenyans attacking each other. All right? And it looks like we are at a place whereby we can't really tell, all right, how does this stop? What do we tell the people that are actually attacking other Kenyans? Because it's very interesting for me, and I don't know what to say, because it looks like the people of Mumbai are feeling attacked. The people that went to Mumbai are feeling attacked, and so when you say that you're going to take matters in your hands, then you're not different from them, right?
Exactly.
So do we leave politics? What happens?
Now, one, I want to say, and I started by condemning all forms of violence.
Okay. Because
that should not be acceptable in this 21st century and as a democratic country with one of the most progressive constitutions that we have. That is number one. Number two is to call on all Kenyans and tell them that when you fight for that politician, when you fight for that person who has sent you, at the end of the day, when you get hurt or you lose someone, or you lose your life, the politician's life will continue as usual. Nothing about them will change. But you'll have lost your life, the life of your relative, or someone that you depend on. So I think we need to look at it from the point that we are Kenyans, and if we fight each other, at the end of the day, we are the worst losers, as compared to what our politicians will gain from the violence that we will witness. Number 3, it is this responsibility of the state to ensure there is law and order as well as security. Because when the opposition has claimed that we are going to have these attacks, we are going to have this and all that, those cannot just be taken lightly. Can they do the necessary? And again, if it is not the state allowing that, then why do we have police in all these attacks standing and watching, doing nothing about it? Because I would realize when Linda Mwananchi gets to a point whereby there have been those attacks, stones and everything, and they have punched their way through, as soon as they leave that point and the all convoy has gone, the police now throw tear gas from behind. Why were they not doing that to the people who are attacking Linda Mwananchi? And so it is very clear and evident, and I do not want us to behave as if we are mummies, we don't know what is happening. We must say the truth. That there is the hand of the state in terms of the violence that is going on. And I think also to call the PS Raymond Omolo. You know, he's the one who kept saying, we'll ensure there is security, there is everything. But these roads were barricaded from the morning, even before Linda Mwananchi had gone to Homa Bay. And the reason why Linda Mwananchi had to use different routes and not the main roads is because the main road had been barricaded very heavily. And it was going to be very difficult to try to punch through, take away stones, and still deal with goons. That is why they had to take an alternative route. So the government has to be held responsible and do that which is right in terms of providing for security in this country.
Yeah, there is something that you wanted to say, Mr. I don't know if Odhiambo is on the line. Odhiambo, how are you? I'm not sure if Odhiambo is on the line.
Can you hear me? I'm on the line. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you well. People of the internet, are you able to hear? Can you speak? What are your feelings about what happened in Homa Bay? So that we start, before I go to Mr. Meshach.
Yeah. In Homa Bay, there are two things. One, you have my feelings, and I am disappointed, heavily disappointed in the occurrences of Homa Bay this evening, because one thing that I've been proud of this regime, at least for the past few rallies of Sifuna, is that they have completely withdrawn from fighting and tear gassing Sifuna, thereby denying the hero status.
People of the internet, are you able to hear Odhiambo properly? Please let me know if you can hear Odhiambo properly. The mic is down. They're saying that the mic is down. Odhiambo, go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying that what is a form of disappointment, because we don't expect in this day and age that we have political persecutions ongoing. Shameful. It is shameful for Kaluma. It is shameful of his utterances, and of course, it's also heavily believed that the governor was saying, and it is wrong. It is wrong of leadership. It is shameful. It is primitive and backward. It makes the look like, there's been a stereotype for a long time. As somebody who comes from Homa Bay, we've been fighting stereotype because we have been told that people from Homa Bay are backward, they're primitive, even in the stating, badly. And some of us who think or who believe that we can bestow the pride of Homa Bay, this is utterly shaming for us. It does not represent the whole spectrum of Homa Bay people. So many professionals are disappointed. So many level-headed people are disappointed in what has happened. Sifuna is a representation of the other side of the divide of ODM. We have people in ODM who truly still love Sifuna. And furthermore, my friend Outwitted Wanga is not just looking at campaigning, unless she's telling us she cannot go to Sifuna's land. And I can assure you, when she processes to Sifuna's land, they will pay us back. They will pay us back. That embarrassment was updated. And those guys will pay us back definitely. That is not the kind of policy that we would wish for in our county. Number two, Jagero.
Okay.
If we look at it from an analysis point, because I have to give my personal view and also be fair enough to make out what was trying to be achieved by these elements like Wanga Kaluma and his group. When you look at political organization, especially in terms of mobilization and territorial marking, it's happened for a long time. The politicians believe in brute force. We try to vacate their area of influence, which ideally is not in the areas of fear, okay? Where they fear losing or where they know they've been underperforming, yeah?
Okay.
To try and pumbaza wananchi by rallying the citizens against an object of aggression. Now, the object of aggression being Orengo and Linda wananchi as being fair of the people's cause. The people's cause is not unitary and the people's cause is very different. There are people who view their future differently politically. Others believe that they must remain status quo. Now, change makers and status supporters or apologists, as you like to call it, must within the
I don't know. I'm not hearing properly.
They can't hear properly.
Yeah, you see here. There's a lot of. We are really struggling to hear you from the studio. I don't know whether it's a problem with the WhatsApp. Let me call you from a normal line. See, Nani, is everything okay there? Here, because I can't hear him properly. People of the internet, I'm trying to reconnect to the Yamba again, see if I'm going to get him now. I think I have disconnected. Yeah, it's connected now. Let me try calling him again. Hello? Yeah, let's try that.
Can you hear me better?
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me better now?
Yeah, this is much better.
All right. Yeah, so I don't know where to start or to proceed.
No. You can go ahead. People of the internet their sound was struggling, but now I think you're okay. The question I want to ask you: you are at a point where you are discussing the political side of it, because remember, when we started this conversation, I started with asking Mr. Meshach to give me a background of what is really happening in Homa Bay, and we had a discussion about how Gladys Nyasona came to be. We had a discussion of how Karuli Omondi came to be. We had a discussion of how, obviously, we know where Orengo is coming from. And so what is the reason why it was important for whoever it was that did not want Linda Mwananchi to be in Homa Bay? What was the political currency that they were looking for?
Oh, yeah. So, thank you. And I want to say that Meshach has done a very good work. I've listened to him from the start in terms of laying the context of what Homa Bay's problem is.
Okay.
And as I was saying, that there is a big problem amongst political players who normally want to show the political territorial marking to please their master. In this instance, we're having the masters being Arambe House chiefs and boys there.
Okay.
And also the State House chiefs, yeah?
Okay.
We must call it for what it is, because this is political analysis. That when people like Kaluma and his team try to mark a territory, what they're simply trying to show their bosses is trying to prove to them their loyalty and trying to prove to them that they can zero and zone out a place in favor of their bosses.
Yeah.
Now, understand it from the context that human beings are inherently dark.
Okay.
Inherently evil. That when another one is suppressed, human beings, their dark side is always celebratory. And there are those who their dark side is predominant. It has overpowered their good side because their good side is trained. So the dark side of these people is simply revealing by way of having absolute power.
Okay.
And Michelle Obama once said, and I want to refer to her as a quote, she said that power does not show you who somebody is. It reveals to you completely who they are. I think if I haven't misquoted her.
Mm.
So people who have power should be able to treat people who are lesser than them in a very kind manner, because the greatness of a man in power or a woman in power is determined by how well or bad they treat people who are below them. And I want to look at Sifuna as a person who is below these people for this reason, that Sifuna is currently disadvantaged politically.
Okay.
And I can tell you, in terms of persecution builds politicians into martyrdom. You should not, as a political leader in Homa Bay, prosecute or persecute a political leader the stature of Sifuna, because the government had started ignoring him. And when you ignore him, other issues just start coming up. He dies out. He fizzes out. But these ones, they are giving him that prominence back at the expense of trying to disturb our peace as people of Homa Bay and our pride. But also we do understand that most of these leaders who are leading Homa Bay anyway are not from Homa Bay. So they don't understand the shame that we remain with.
Yeah.
Okay? And that I must speak very strongly against, because the culture of political violence has taken down countries like Rwanda. It has taken down countries across the world where people start joking with, we're just trying to be overzealous and show our leader that we are working hard on their behalf, or we are wagging our tails to them. But it later on disintegrates to something else. Today in the morning, Jagero, women and men and youths who own businesses in Homa Bay town were not able to trade the whole day. And some of them have loans to pay. Maybe their loans are maturing today. What happens to them? This is chaos. This is terrible.
Yeah,
this should never happen again.
I want to hold right there, because, and I want to go to the issue of the roads, and I want you to. I don't want you to go away, and I want to start by asking. There is a photo that I was sent, and I'm not sure whether this is a true picture, because one of the things that have taken me aback is the issue of the road that people are saying that at the end of the day, Nyanza, that is supporting Tutam, does not actually have roads and are looking like Mogadishu. So I was sent something that is from Kera, actually, document that Kiabuya Nyandiwa Usiri Road going around is that there is a tender number 0833913622025-2026, and they are saying that the project is about upgrading the bitumen standards of Kiabuya Nyandiwa Usiri roads. The county is Homa Bay and the date is June 2026. All right, so they are saying that this is a tender that was done in June 2026. All right, just before the 2025-2026 financial budget. I cannot verify this, but at least what I want to talk about, and I want to ask you specifically, Udhiambo and Meshach, and I'll probably start with Meshach, is that people are saying that this is a road that should have been built by Nyasona Wanga. And Udhiambo knows about these roads, A, B, C, D, I don't know what, he always calls them interesting names. Can you tell us about this road and you can put that image on the so that people of the internet can see actually that road. I think there is a video of them traveling on a dusty road, and there have been AI images cropping up a lot. And for me, what was very interesting to me in as far as this road is concerned is because Linda Mwananchi Brigade were actually blaming the two-term government and saying that, look, you guys are talking about two-term, and this is the state of your road. The question that was in my head is, okay, who should have made this road? Assuming that it's supposed to be made by the national government. Was it supposed to be Uhuru Kenyatta? Was it supposed to be Kibaki? Was it supposed to be Ruto? Who was supposed to have made this road? Meshach, which road is this? Can you please let me know? And Odhiambo is also here to hear what the road that we are talking about, and the pathetic image that everybody else, especially the rest of the country, is saying about the Luo nation.
Thank you, Jagero.
Yeah.
There are two things which probably people need to know.
Mm-hmm.
While there is, we cannot deny that there has not been good roads in that particular constituency for a long time. Suba South has never seen good roads for a long time. Even before devolution, those roads should have been done. But then, in the advent of devolution, there were 10 years that Governor Awiti was the governor. Wanga has only been governor for the past 3-4 years. So we cannot say these roads have been invented in the past 4 years, or even not 4 years. We are talking about the team like Wanga and Kaluma are talking about 2 terms, just since after the Gen Z 2024, June, and the working arrangement that Honorable Raila Odinga had with William Ruto, which donated now the experts like Buddy and the rest. So we are simply talking about 2 budgets that have been done since the working arrangement between UDA and ODM. So you cannot pin down the people who have made their choice that you cannot say 2 terms because this road looks like this. One, those roads, some of them are actually supposed to be the major roads, because the Linda Mwananchi team avoided the major roads, especially because if you are in Suba South, and particularly where they were going to have a meeting in Nyandiwa,
yes,
you have 2 exits.
Okay.
You either exit from coming back from Nyandiwa, you come to Kiabuya Junction and go back to Sori, coming back to Rodi, and then you go.
Okay.
Or you take the road between Nyandiwa back to Kiabuya Junction and go back to Magunga and move the direction where you are going to get the tarmac road going to Homa Bay on the other side.
Yes.
So those are the only 2 routes to that place.
Okay.
But this gentleman, also because the roads, like Miruka here said, that the major roads were already blocked by heavy stones here and there.
Yeah.
And so they wanted to find a route that gets them there.
Okay.
And so they went through the wilderness, and part of that road actually passes through the Ruma National Park.
Okay.
But now the road from Junction Kiabuya going to Nyandiwa is the one that has already been tendered according to the document you are talking about, although we might want to also keep verifying. But that road between Kiabuya going into Nyandiwa is actually supposed to be part of the ring road that is being talked about. There is a ring road that is being talked about that should be around, just moving around the Lake Victoria all the way to end up in Muhuru Bay or the other side of Migori. So even if people in that area would say 2 term, the picture or the photo you are talking about, we also saw it. But you know what I saw looking closer in that photo? I actually saw that there is a big machine behind Sifuna. Although it is difficult to understand how that photo only got Sifuna and nobody around him, only the big machine on the road, and then Sifuna looks dusty. I think that is a bit political. It is something that was just designed to talk about the politics going on. And this is not the first time Sifuna and team are talking about this. Remember when they were going for the burial of Jirongo, do you remember that time? Sifuna came late and told people he was in Gwasi. And he got late because the road was pathetic. And then the CS for Treasury and said the normal banter that people say, Pesanendo Homa Bay, money is sleeping in Homa Bay, if I translate directly. So it is just politics that is going on. But you see, if the broad-based government has done a road in Migori or Homa Bay, or the road cannot disappear when you come for a rally. It is there. So if you don't use that road and you don't show Kenyans the road that has been done, then the one that you have shown is what people will talk about.
So if you are, at what point did they enter this road?
some of these people, do you know some of these people accessed Nyandiwa from the lake? They didn't even use that. They came, some of them came through the other side of the lake and used the
other side of the lake, you mean the
speedboats.
The Siaya side?
Some used speedboats. I think even
and that docked inside the park?
No, not inside the park. It gets you to those small centers around the lake like Nyandiwa, Osiri, and all those kind of places. And then you now get onto that road, climbing up, coming back to Kiabuya.
Then are we then suggesting that all these big cars that they were having had traveled prior? 2 days, 3 days before?
Of course, some of them had gone over the night. And you remember when Kaluma was speaking, he was even talking about some of those people have already arrived. They are not coming tomorrow. And we also saw, including our friend Abiswena and the rest, talking about we are already in Homa Bay. Other teams, especially from the Luon Nyanza, who are supporting Linda Mwananchi, were already at tourist hotel, wherever, different hotels here and there. So some of these people had gone. Others, like the big boys, probably would just see the situation and land wherever, even if it is in Kisumu, and take a speedboat, which takes you there. In the page of Sifuna, you would have seen him somewhere with a boat, at the boat, showing us we are soon getting there. Where was that boat being taken? Probably the speedboats from Kisumu applying to go and dock maybe at Sindo or somewhere, and then go to Nyandiwa.
Yeah, can I talk to the Ambo?
Yes.
I don't know, the Ambo is here?
Yes, I'm here.
Odhiambo, which road is this? And which class of road is it?
Yes, I want to give you a little bit of some little history about this road. Just quickly. So, Kiabuya and Nyandiwa Road is actually classified as Class E.
Class what?
Class E. E for elephant.
Class E for elephant.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, most roads are Class S, Class A, Class B, Class D, Class C, and Class E, okay?
Okay.
So, under Kenya, we have Class S, Class A, and Class B.
Okay.
Those are national transport. Like the one from Sifuna coming to Kisumu, Kia, all right? The one from Ahera going straight to Pasa. The one from Ruchi going to those high classes, okay?
Okay.
Now, under Kera, specifically this road falls under Kera, Kenya Rural Roads Authority.
Kenya Rural Roads Authority.
Yes, it's a class C road, okay? Now, there's something that we need to understand here. That Kera manages class C roads at the national level using the road maintenance levy fund. Okay.
Okay.
Now this funding priority is determined by the constituency committee. So as a constituency, there is always that we are teaching in Super South.
Okay.
It is the one that selects the rural roads for grading, graveling, and placing under care.
Okay.
So care just oversight. Now, that said, I want you to know that Super South constituency has been there for 10 years. It didn't start yesterday.
Okay.
And Super South for a long time has never had proper road. And this can the whole of Suma. The first time is Raila who gave them, but he gave them some proper road. And then I think Uhuru wanted to mount. Yeah?
Yeah.
But largely, MP, this excuse of the MPs wanting to run away from this road, it is stupid because they can't tell us how to keep those roads as the way they did. And Suba has been looking like Yemen, actually. That is the truth. We must just speak it. Because once you want to pass somewhere called Kipot, entering Suba Jagero, you will feel like you're in another different world. Because there's nothing. It's a world of nothingness. Okay?
Okay.
Now, Homa Bay County.
Who is responsible for this road? Is it
Kera.
And that is the national government, or
yes,
the national government.
Okay, so when people are saying that it looks like a man, who should have built it?
And that's what I'm telling you. Kera operates a national government, but the person who prioritizes a road to be gravelled is the constituency roads committee.
And who is the MP right now? That is Karoli Omondi from Linda Mwananchi.
Right now it's Karoli.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Karoli has been there for how many years?
And that is the same as Gladys Wanga, right?
Yeah.
Same as Gladys Wanga has no role in that road.
Gladys Wanga has no role in that road.
No, she has no role in that road. The county government has no role. They can't budget for it. They can't finance it.
Yeah.
The person who has a role in that road is the former MP, Badi, and this current MP, Karoli. And among the things that Karoli successfully negotiated for, that must not be forgotten. Yeah?
Okay.
You remember the first team, the 9 guys who went to set up? Okienda, Karol, Jalango, Nani, that team. One of the things that they successfully negotiated for is the tamaking of the ring road around the knee, around the lake.
The ring road inside Mfangano Island.
Of course, it goes around the lake, not just Mfangano Island.
Around the lake all the way.
Yeah.
Around the lake. It is 74 kilometers actually. Beta, Sindoki, Abuya, Suri, Karungu. Okay?
Okay.
Now, 2.9 billion shillings had been budgeted for it. Not to be big in one financial year, but it across financial years. The first financial year was 24-25, which 508 million was allocated. That's why you will find that from there's some places that have been tarmacked. Okay? Financial year 2025-2026, 128 million shillings was allocated. Now, 2026-2027, I'm about to understand how much has been allocated to this road, but it's already under construction. Yeah, those are just the facts as they are. The county government, the only thing the county government can do is maybe to erect somewhere, but they have no respect to over that road completely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that is the situation that we are having right now. What happens now? Odhiambo, what do you think happens after what has happened in Homa Bay? Because Mr. Meruka is saying that it is an eye for an eye going forward.
Well, that is unfortunately the truth. It will happen as such, an eye for an eye, because I've said before that my friend Gladys Wanga has set her foot on fire. She will not step into Goma peacefully. She will be repaid, and I can assure you. And that level of carelessness must come to a stop. As much as yes, she wins in terms of today, but you must remember the longer war is not to win a village fight. It's to become a national leader. And I would like to dissuade her from engaging in village championship. She's a part of it. And I've told her before that she is, in my view, and I put it wrong, in my view, she's a presidential material. And involving in village wars, not going to give her any prominence.
Mr. Meshach is saying that there is no evidence that Wanga is the one who organized this.
But the perception is the truth. The facts are different. And politics is about perception. What she could have done, you ask me, is to prevail upon is to prevail upon Kaluma is mouthpiece. Once she could prevail upon Kaluma and such things that happened where Kaluma started this openly that was in here town, beat them up, poverty. And they were beaten up in action. Wanga is culpable. But me, I'm not going to lie to her because there's nothing I need from her anyway. She's culpable on this issue. We must call these things out for what they are. She's culpable. She cannot run away from it. And I expect the national needs that this commission is for what? Oh, this one you hate speech. Yeah? By tomorrow, Kaluma should be arrested 3 in the morning, if not arrested by now. Because somebody has died. I hope you're aware. Somebody has died in this belief. And roads were blocked. People were disturbed from traveling. That's a criminal offense. Obstruction of traffic is a criminal offense. So I expect a lot of sobriety to come upon almost the politics. Otherwise, Kasipul is dangerous. And Kabonde, the neighbor of Kasipul, we are possibly going to descend in this direction. And Obi County has people who are, and there's no Raila who is going to call us to the table to talk. We are going to descend into anarchy and must call out this nonsense at the earliest possible opportunity. This is nonsense. It must stop.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Odhiambo. People of the internet, we want to go to calls right now. It's about 21 hours. I want to go to calls. You can put the number. You can see that the calls are not very good when they're not on direct line. So if you are, please put some little credit, and call us through the normal line, because that would be because I think Mr. Meshach, a lot of Kenyans want to say a lot today. And I think it is important that we give them an opportunity to talk about these issues early enough, so that, do you have something that you want to say, Mr. Meruka, before we go to the calls?
I think when you hear people like Odhiambo, who we normally know where he defends, call out the nonsense that has happened today, then it means that we actually a country that looks at what we should actually do to build our country and not tear it down. I think the level of intolerance is not good for this country. It's not good for anyone. Because I think when we start now these wars, it's not going to be a long time before we go back to the fire.
Yeah.
So again, I would say an eye for an eye leaves both of us blind. I think we need to find a way to de-escalate this, and the necessary leaders that actually need to come out and speak about this should do that, so that people are reconciled. Because the perception, especially in the Western region, is that their son has been attacked in Homa Bay. And I think, I'm not sure why ODM is trying to make the party look like a Homa Bay party and not a national party anymore. That is. I mean, Linda Mwananchi has been to several parts of this country. And in as much as you'd say they were attacked in Kisii, it was not as pathetic as it was today. There were some levels that you would actually say, no tukidogo but wanamalizana. Imagine Linda Mwananchi lives
in Homa Bay. It was full throttle.
Yeah. In fact,
there is somebody on the line. Can we listen to him?
Okay.
Hello? I think that I can hear this guy on this phone. Yeah, but we should be connecting you to the other one. I don't know whether we are connected there. Are we? Let's connect you to the machine so that the people of the internet can actually hear you, because I don't think you are connected. It says connecting, but it's not connecting. Oh, the other one. Okay. I think I should put the other one off. Okay. Just a minute, sir. I think we are connecting you in 1 minute. Yeah, I think.
I didn't see.
Yeah, now I think it's now connecting. It's now connected. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you well.
Oh, very, very good. What do you think about today, my brother? What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm Andrew. I'm calling you from Kajiado.
Okay.
In fact, the scenes that we have seen in Homa Bay,
okay,
it's quite horrific. When we are just left 1 year to election.
Okay.
And as someone from Luo-Nyanza, just like Odede there,
okay,
we know what is going on. In fact,
what exactly is going on now that you know?
This group of Wanga and Kaluma,
okay,
they just know that they are likely to lose the next election.
Okay.
So they want to hang on the president's court like they have been doing with Raila.
Okay.
All through. So like you get the sentiments that Kaluma has been talked about yesterday. You connect with what this illiterate MCA from the Odingindo people.
Illiterate who?
He's even telling people that people should flash 2 times even in police station. Those police stations don't belong to the president. It is protect Kenyans. In as much as they are in the executive office of the president.
Okay.
So these are people who should just style up, because Kaluma is getting a lot of pressure from Isai Ogwe, this former county secretary. That guy is likely to win against him. Wanga has a lot of heat from Magwanga.
Okay.
So they should stop hiding the pretext of supporting the president and unleashing violence. In fact, that violence will even suppress the votes that will be cast. Most affected person in that race.
Yeah.
You look at somebody like Karoli. In fact, even if I don't support Linda Mwananchi.
You don't support Linda Mwananchi?
Yeah, I support the president.
Okay.
But Karoli has a lot of points, most on the issue of sugar sector in Nyanza, I don't know what. It's very factual.
Okay.
is one guy who has a lot of, in fact, is the only voice of reason in that Linda Mwananchi team. So everything he's saying is the truth. So these are the things they don't want Mwananchi to hear. Because the manner in which the sugar canes, the government mills in Western and Nyanza are released.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of corruption. Look at what is going on in Miwani Sugar. Chemelil has been turned into cane collection yard.
Okay.
You hear the same is applying to Zoya, Sony, and so on. So we want people like because it's not a must. In fact, I'm even really praying that somebody like Karoli should go back to parliament to address these issues better.
Okay.
Because the likes of Wanga, it's like they don't understand these things. Kaluma can understand, but being a lawyer could be a broker in these systems. So we should just simply tone down because we are giving Linda Mwananchi a lot of credibility that they did not deserve.
All right, thank you very much.
Sifuna is not that very much powerful in this race.
All right, thank you very much.
The kind of violence being unleashed against him also in Luo Nyanza is propelling him because even Westerners are saying, this is our son.
Okay.
Why is he being beaten?
All right,
you remember the days when Raila was being stoned in Meru and so on? So these people, they should just pile up. They are just hiding from the reality. They have not performed.
Allow us to listen to the other caller, tafadhali.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello?
Hello, Jagero.
Yes, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Good evening to you. This is Ajwoga from Nairobi.
This is Ajwoga from Nairobi. What do you have to say about today?
First of all, I want to say it's very unfortunate what has happened today.
Okay.
Especially the utterances of Kaluma.
Okay.
It is so unfortunate that coming from the Luo.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
There is a gentleman that is still on the line, sir. Just let him finish, and then I'll let you speak. Go ahead, sir. Hello. Hello.
Go on.
Yes. There is you are two on the line. There's a gentleman that started speaking. I want him to continue so that you can just wait.
Okay.
When he finishes, then you can come in. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. So thank you. So what is happening post-trial? I think we should have toned down a bit in terms of being very violent in terms of political rallies.
Okay.
So we call out those leaders that probably participated in this to be able to be accountable because our people are losing their lives because of this. Number two,
okay.
I want also to say that whatever has been portrayed today that Luo Nyanza, we are not developed in terms of the roads. I think if you go to every county in Kenya, you will always find such kind of roads. If you go to Turkana, you will always find such kind of roads. But now the negativity that comes with it is because the violence that surrounds it, and we were looking, you can remember someone was talking about Ol Kalau and Ol Kaluo, you know? So that there's a particular group of people that when the president is going, they're given gas and everything, but in our case, it's now Goons. So we need to come up with a way so that we are able to sensitize our people to be able to be very tolerant in terms of politics and Goonship. So that is something we have to talk about. But generally, again, I think the Linda Mwananchi group is trying also as much as possible to kind of poke the Luo Nyanza base, because them insisting to go there in that kind of a polarized way or manner is also trying to make sure that we are portrayed in a particular way. So in both of the two political divides, I feel that all of them are responsible for what happened today, and we would wish as much as possible to see things change in the future. Otherwise, thank you, Jagero. Have a nice evening.
Yeah, thank you very much. And this is what I've always said, and Meshach is also trying to say the same, that when things happen in Luoland, they're always blown out of proportion. And I think there is a lot of some sort of tribalist kind of jabs that we see on when things, because if somebody is saying that Ol Kaluo I don't understand what that means. And then when people say that these roads, obviously now we know that the road that people are actually talking about is not a feeder road that everybody is talking about. And it is very interesting what the gentleman is saying that Miroka, do you think that it was Linda Mwananchi is poking Luoland?
What do you mean in terms of poking?
By forcing themselves to go there. That's what he's saying. By forcing yourselves to go there.
It is not forcing myself to go anywhere. Again, such people with such statements simply do not understand what our constitution says. It is very clear that I, as Richard Miruka, who comes from Kisiland, can step in Kwale and I'm free to do so, buy land, build my home and live my life there. Because I belong to this country. And I think that is the whole point, that none of us should be limited in terms of
whatever happens, however the danger.
It's not about why should there be danger if I'm going to speak to people in Luoland? If they want to hear me, they will come and hear me. If they do not want, they will not come. So that's the whole point. Because I'm saying, today it's happening in Homa Bay. What if Gladys Wanga goes to Busia, probably? Because again, Busia has one of the biggest registrations of the ODM party. Goes to Busia and faces the same hostility. Where does that put us as a country? So the whole point is, all of us are... our constitution gives us to eat as a right, as a fundamental right. It doesn't matter the hostility, because I do believe... Where do
we as leaders draw the line and say, okay, this place, I think when I go here, what I'm trying to do is to endanger the people that are there. At what point do we draw that line? And say, look, okay, it is too dangerous for us to go there. Let's call it off. Let's cool down. At what point do we do that?
The first point is, why should
because you started by saying that it's actually the people on the ground that get, because throughout the journey I saw them on top of their V8s and TXS, right? But the people who are on the road, I saw people carrying pangas. It means that should there be a eruption of violence, they get inside, they sneak into their cars and go away, and the people that remain there. So at what point do we say, okay, it's too dangerous, let's call it off, let's cool down and say, okay, how do we go about this?
I think that...
And number two, what is the negotiation that the leaders should have amongst themselves? Because Babu Owino has the number to Gladys Wanga, right? He has... Kaluma is actually his colleague in parliament. Do they speak to each other?
That I may not tell for now in terms of whether they speak or not.
Yeah.
But I think all I'm trying to say, you see, people's power is actually more supreme than the power of the people who are ruling.
Okay.
All right? So if people have called you to go to Homa Bay, because that has been the rallying call, that Sifuna and your team and the Linda Mwananchi team come to Homa Bay, we are waiting for you.
Okay.
If the majority feel that they do not want them, they should also allow the minority to have their way.
Okay.
That is why Linda Mwananchi was setting base in Homa Bay, so that those who want to listen to them can actually listen to them.
All right. Hello?
Those who do not want,
Hello?
it is still okay. They don't have to come to our rallies. There is no need of you coming to that rally to cause chaos simply because you do not want to listen to us.
There is somebody on the line. Okay. Hello?
Jagero.
Yes, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from, my brother?
This is Obiambo from Kakamega.
Yes.
Yes, Jagero, today I want to disagree with you totally.
What have I said?
Nothing is blown out of proportion in Nyanza. Nothing. These people are just being brutally honest with us.
Okay. I asked a question. Did I say it?
You said that.
No, I asked a question. I asked Meshach a question. I did not say that it's blown out of proportion. I asked a question. And I'm going to ask you that question. Are things in Luo Nyanza blown out of proportion? And you can answer.
They are not blown out of proportion. I'm a Luo.
Okay.
And I'm telling you that what those people are saying is the truth.
Okay.
Let me tell you, what I saw today has really started. I've watched that thing from 11 a.m. Up to 7. Yes? A Luo man going to a fellow Luo man in the same county, your neighbor, approaching them with a panga.
Okay.
Because of a few sentiments from this lady called Wanga and another one called Kaluma and this Nancy called MCO is uneducated. Those people were telling us the truth, Jagero, and that is the truth in Luo Nyanza. These people are using the sons and the daughters of nobody to achieve their political agenda. Look at the rhetorics that Gladys Wanga was saying. Let me tell you, Jagero, for your information.
What did Wanga say?
Yeah, let me tell you for your information. There was a pass out of KDF officers
Okay.
And you've seen in the internet the nini that is going around. Are Luos and Luyas are the only people who can become goons.
What is going on the internet?
What is going on in the internet is that if that pass out, you could see people coming out to congratulate their MPs who enabled them to go to KDF. All our Nyanza MPs, and this is a verified information, had 20 state letters. All the MPs that are coming from Nyanza, they had 20 state letters.
Oh.
Any MP.
Are you understanding what he's saying? Yes. What are you? Can you contextualize what you're saying about these letters? I don't understand it.
Okay, what I'm saying, when people go out to be recruited for KDF,
okay,
people go to the field.
Yes, to run.
Okay. The number that is being taken at the field, even the police.
Okay.
It is just actually half of what is needed.
Okay.
There is what is called state letters.
State letters?
Yes, state letters.
What are they?
These state letters are given by the office of the president.
Okay.
Like people like in a letter, Ila could access them.
Okay.
They are given to MPs.
Okay.
They are given to people allied to the government.
Okay.
So these state letters you give to somebody who is qualified, deserving, but could not get a chance.
Deserving but could not get a chance?
At the field.
But they're deserving how if they cannot get a chance at the field?
This is it, yeah?
Okay.
Sometimes you go to the field to run, yeah?
Yes.
But in that constituency, you only need 18 people or 10.
Okay.
There is an elimination method that the KDF uses.
Okay.
So that they can get the 10 because the turnout is so high.
Okay.
That does not mean that the rest are not qualified. Maybe they want 18. By the time you are going there, you've turned 27, but you've not celebrated your 27th birthday.
I understand. Now, what happened to these letters in Luo?
So these letters in Luo, when people like Akina Junet gets them, when people like Akina Wanga gets them, when people like Opondo Kaluma gets them, they sell them to their girlfriends. They cannot employ Carol.
They sell them to their girlfriends.
Yeah, we had people like Oro Jode. Oro Jode was employing people, the Luos in police. And at some times he was called in parliament to be asked, when there is a recruitment, there is high turnout and there is high people who are being taken in your constituency. And he told them, these people just need jobs like the other people.
Okay, so tie it to what happened to Omabay today.
I'm tying it to what happened to Omabay today because when these people cannot give us this the opportunities. And this is just one case. There are cases of Kenya Ports Authority. They had letters they could not give our people. These people have opportunities, and the only thing they can use is to tell these peasants that let us go to the road.
Okay, thank you.
These people do want to take what is ours.
All right. Hello, I have to take another call because there are so many people calling. Hello, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
Yes, Jagero. This is Robert Aseno.
This is?
Robert Aseno.
Robert Aseno, hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Jagero. I'm a constituent of Suna East.
Very good. What is going on there? Can you tell us in plain English?
So, first of all, about the recruitment issue.
Yes.
It's true, Jagero. Go to the ground and you'll hear it.
What is true about it? That Karolio Mundis, sold it to his girlfriends?
No, not really. They're being sold to individuals.
Okay,
or
by
being
who?
given to people, the MPs, of course, and their cronies.
But Karolio Mundis the MP, so he's the one selling them to his girlfriends.
I'm talking about Suna East.
Suna East is who?
Junet.
Junet Mohammed, yeah.
Okay, so Junet is selling them to his girlfriends.
No, I didn't say that. To his cronies and to other individuals who have the money to buy them. Then number two.
Okay.
About the road condition, I want to tell you, I studied at Tomboya Boys.
Okay.
So I know Soba.
Okay.
For 4 years I studied there. The MP for the last 15 years before 2022 was Mbadi.
Okay.
As Odhiambo had stated earlier,
okay,
the MPs play a major role in determining which road should be done and which one should not be done.
All right.
which one should be given priority and which one should not be given priority.
Okay.
Jagger, I like you so much, but the problem is maybe you don't stay at home. Amalua, I stay at home.
No, but I'm not coming from Kosovo. I mean, I'm not coming from your place.
So this is the problem we have.
I come from the great county of Kisumu.
I know. Now this is the problem we have.
Okay.
For the last 20 or so years.
Yes.
We've had people who, when it comes to election, it is about we are fighting for Baba up there. Okay.
Okay.
If you go to the central region, I went there a couple of times, education day for my younger sister.
Okay.
Roads are in better condition. It's not about the government, it's about the people who have been elected, okay?
Okay.
Now, it's true. You might say this thing is being politicized. Whether it is being politicized or not,
okay,
the members of the public are entitled to better roads, okay?
Okay.
As a nation, as a low nation, I would really love President to have a second term, but the people who are there, why would you say you should not go there because the tensions are high? They are Kenyans.
Okay.
Now, I want to go to Kitakawiri for a holiday.
Were you there today?
I was watching from home. Right now, I'm in Dono.
Right now, you are in Nairobi.
Yeah, right now I'm in Nairobi. But it's so. I saw some of my classmates there.
Yeah.
It's so traumatizing, especially someone like you. I consider as a mentor. You are saying people should not go there because the
when I ask a question, why do you guys say that I've said it? I asked this guy a question and he answered it and said what he needed to say. I am not saying anything. As a matter of fact, I really don't mind Sifuna going there. I don't know what Sifuna wants, so he can go wherever he wants. I did not say that they should not go there. I asked the question whether Babu, who is a colleague of Kaluma, called Kaluma about the same issue. Whether Babu, who wants to be the governor of Nairobi, called a governor of Siaya. That's what I am saying. Because what I saw on the road was Sifuna and Babu on top of vehicles while people were flashing rungus and pangas while running around as, barefoot. That's what I'm asking. So the question I was asking is that, okay, what is the leaders doing again? Are they talking among themselves?
Now, the question should be, now let me rectify you that the question should be,
okay,
was the security department aware of this?
The what?
The security, internal security.
I saw lorries in Homa Bay. I saw lorries actually when Sifuna was getting into Homa Bay. There were 3 lorries with a police vehicle in front of them.
Now, do you know something that is crazy?
Okay.
There was a police officer who was stoned, and it is Akina Babu who helped him, right?
Okay.
Now, number 2, there are leaders who have incited people in previous occasions. Kaluma being one, Wanga being another one. You know them. Jagger, you know them. You're a media personality, right?
I know them. I'm just wondering.
Is it by force?
I'm just wondering that. We are castigating Kaluma. We are castigating some other few from the other side are castigating Babu. But I'm just saying, okay, Kaluma and Karoli Omondi are actually in parliament together. So are they speaking amongst themselves? I mean, are they going to be drinking whiskey after people have been killed in Homa Bay? That's what I am asking. Because you remember the last time the last time 100 plus people were killed in Nairobi, Raila and Kibaki took whiskey the following day.
Now, the question should be, I'm telling you're asking the wrong questions, okay?
Okay, ask the right one.
The question should be, we know there was an inciting statement from the Kaluma and the other and the cronies, okay?
Yes.
What has the security department or organs done about that?
They have not arrested him.
Why?
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, that should be question number 1. Then number 2.
Okay.
The way, let me tell you why your question is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
For the second reason, Baba fought for the 2010 Constitution, right?
The what?
The 2010 Constitution.
Mm-hmm. I assume so.
Jagero, be serious. Don't assume. Now,
the
point now is, if Baba fought for this and Baba died at the age of 82.
Yes.
Me, I'm 24 years old.
Very good. And at your age, I really like how passionate you are about politics. Thank you very much. Go ahead.
I appreciate for the encouragement. Now, should I also fear to go to Homa Bay and attend a rally, a political rally?
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I am not able to go and do a town hall there because I think it is too dangerous.
Now, that is you. You are limiting yourself to the freedom that Baba fought for you and the people of his generation. Now, we are going back as a people. If I still have to pass through the same thing that Baba passed through, that your generation passed through, at 24-year-old, you want me to be throwing stone, hurling stones at my fellow age mates who I learned with? Now, I don't know if you see the sense in whatever thing I'm saying.
Yes. Now I understand you. Can you allow us to speak another person's call, please? Thank you. Hello? There are many people. Hello? Hello? This guy is gone. Hello? Hello? Hey, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from, my brother?
Good evening. This is the MCF Pipeline, Daniel Mutua.
State Department?
Daniel Mutua, the MCF Pipeline.
Oh, MCF Pipeline. Yeah, you called us yesterday, right?
Yeah, first to start with what we have witnessed today in Homa Bay is a total shame.
Okay.
And we call for the arrest of Kaluma and Gladys Wanga.
Yeah, I understand why Kaluma should be arrested, but what did Gladys do?
Yes?
What did Gladys do?
Gladys, she is involved in the planning of the Goons, and they caused the one person to be killed because one more life lost is too much for the country. And right now, I think Raila is standing in his grave because he sees his Secretary General Edwin Sifuna being mistreated by the same people that he made himself. Also, we should be asking ourselves, has Homa Bay been receiving the devolution kitty? So far, Homa Bay has received the 8 billion.
Correct.
With Wanga received that 3 billion so far. So we would like to ask Gladys Wanga to give us a record of what he has done with that 3 billion that he has been allocated.
All right, thank you, sir. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Eldoret and my name is Humphrey Mumali.
Your name is?
Humphrey Mumali.
All right, go ahead, brother. What do you think about what happened today?
It's a shame because everyone else has freedom to campaign anywhere in this country.
Okay.
And I feel like the state is taking the wrong president. When you are going upanga, in fact, take measures of security. And when you are going upanga, the president, I think he's failing us.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right. There is a lot of noise from his side. Hello?
Hey, hello, Zagero. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you doing, my brother? What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm good. My name is David Nyota from Kiambu.
David Nyota from Kiambu. Yeah, last time you have called before, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about the great county of Homa Bay?
Oh, goodness. I'm so mad.
Okay.
Yeah, let me ask this other question. What is the name? The guy with the red t-shirt.
The guy with the red t-shirt is called Meshach.
Yeah, Meshach.
Yes.
He's listening.
How do you feel about today? And I want you to be honest.
Yeah, Meshach, how do you feel about today?
About what?
And you should be very honest.
About what?
Yeah,
exactly?
about.
I will tell you, Meshach,
Homa Bay.
Homa
Bay.
He's asking you what you feel about Homa Bay, Mr. Meshach.
That depends on what you are asking. There are a lot of other things. Homa Bay is not just Nyandiwa where
No.
was
You know
happening.
what we are talking about today's
Can you
incident.
be my friend? Can you be a little specific on the question you want to ask?
Yes.
Okay.
Meshach, so that he has got
Now the problem is
somebody saying that Jagero is a goon on the comments. I'm wondering.
No. The problem with Meshach is going to be clever. Now, Meshach.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
Meshach, how do you feel about today the rally? Do you think that by stopping Babu and Sifuna attending the rally in Homa Bay town, is it somehow winning? Is it winning? Do you feel like you have won?
They got to Homa Bay late.
No. We saw even in Kakamega, those people reached at what? What was that place? At 8, and people are there. So how do you feel about today? And to be honest.
So I have just seen their motorcade getting to Homa Bay almost 7 p.m.
Was it in the right state?
Yeah.
Was it in the right state?
Yeah.
For real?
Which one of them was injured?
What do you mean? Well, let us know. Jagero.
No, it's not like what we want is what I must say. I have my own.
No.
Way. So if any of them was injured, just say Babu was injured or Sifuna was injured at such and such a place. If there's none, then don't force
people are injured.
Don't force
people are injured.
Yeah.
People are injured. Your own people.
Who?
People from Homa Bay.
Which part of this country have people not been injured?
So does it make it okay?
And does it make this Homa Bay one the only one?
Okay, so what do you mean by that? Does it make it the only one? So we should not talk.
Did you call in to condemn the Kisii, to condemn the Nakuru, to condemn all these other ones?
People have been calling, and I called.
Yes, then it means there is violence in this country. It does not make it a particular thing for only Homa Bay. So
I've not said about Homa Bay. I've asked you how do you feel about it, and to be honest,
I feel bad about Kenya, not Homa Bay. About Kenya having intolerance in politics and violence. I am not feeling. My feeling is not tied to Homa Bay like yours.
Okay, no problem.
Yes.
Now, Jagero.
Yes.
Jagero.
Just go ahead.
Well, what happened today was so shameful, and the leaders there from starting from Wanga to Kaluma to the MCAs and even to Akina Babu. It was so shameful. It was so shameful for what happened today, and we really condemn it. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, and we are living like we are in another country, surely, and it is not fair to the people of Homa Bay and to the people of this country.
Yes, thank you, bro. Some of us have seen this violence all through Raila's politics. And
no, I'm a Gen Z. I'm not used to, just because you people have seen it. Just because you people have seen it doesn't make it okay. You are tolerating it.
We have said we feel bad, and we have said we don't like it. But some of you, we don't know where you are. You have just emerged now feeling bad. We've felt bad like that for a long time.
And why are you allowing it to happen if you have felt bad?
We are not allowing it. We are not.
No.
You see, when Babu, Karoli and Orengo goes to the press conference and say something is being planned, why are you not talking about Olivetti and the team which DCI caught, and Olivetti are Orengo's people and Babu's people? Why are you not talking about that?
You should. Now you are supposed to go and go to the media and announce it that there is something ABCD is happening.
Not
now,
going to the media to announce.
Come out and say
the DCI caught this gang with 3 vehicles. And the DCI are the ones who talked about this guy. And then in the internet, we can see the people who are being defended. We have seen the guy all along with Orengo. So if that one you close your eye to because you have your feelings, that's a different case.
I'm asking you, what responsibility are you taking? Because you are a part of the leader.
All right.
We are condemning violence.
We have to go to another caller because there are so many people calling, my brother. I hope that. Thank you very much. Hello. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello Jagero.
Yes. Kumechemuka hapa ndani bwana. Mimi nitoroke leo ama nifanyaje?
Hello Jagero.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you lower the volume of the device you are listening to us from?
Yes, I've lowered, eh?
Yes, go ahead.
I think you have brought some arrogant people in that studio.
You see, now the problem is,
yes.
How do I know they are arrogant before they come here? They are not arrogant before they come here.
Okay, the way they speak, eh?
The thing is, brother, I think that we have to be very tolerant to people, because I think that if you are going to say that somebody is arrogant, then the person can also say that you are talking arrogantly to them. So I think let's just speak about the issues, because then what do you want me to do about saying that he's arrogant?
Bwana Jagero.
Yes.
He has been asked a question, eh?
Yes.
How do you feel when people come to your place and they are being attacked? And he says, we have seen this. So he is commenting this thing.
He's saying that we are?
He is commenting what it has happened there in Homa Bay.
Yeah, but how would I know before he's here and ask that question? You see, that is you are blaming me for bringing an arrogant person, but how would I know? If that question was not asked, then perhaps you would have to have spoken. See, that is the problem, because now I think that as Kenyans, we just have to speak our minds, because there is no way you are going to get the answer that you want from everybody.
The other day, they were cancelling Larry for just attending a friend's wedding. And they want to feel like they are right. If we dictate that Larry should not go there, he should not go there. Those are purely... Yeah. So maybe you can go to your point, because I think that would be more powerful.
Okay, yeah. I'm saying this, yeah? This country belongs to all people, yeah?
Yes.
Everyone is supposed to go anywhere in this country for a campaign, to do his campaign peacefully without interruption.
Yes.
And that is the problem now we are seeing. These people are starting to cook something that happened in 2007, and it started like this. You remember when Ruto went to Kisii? You remember those days?
Yes.
And he was attacked. What followed next? You know what happened in the Rift Valley.
Yes.
Where many Kisiis were slaughtered because of such a behavior. So for me, I really condemn what happened today. Right. That is my point.
All right, thank you very much. Hello? Yes. How are you doing, my brother?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm Victor. I'm calling from Kisumu.
Victor, how are you doing in Kisumu? It's a bit quiet over there, right?
I'm fine, but that guy is very arrogant. I don't like him.
This guy is arrogant?
Very arrogant. Please remove it.
Okay, where does his arrogance come from? Hello? Did we lose him?
I can't hear him.
Okay, let's go to somebody else. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening to you.
How are you doing?
I'm good, eh?
You are good, eh? Why do I feel like you're not good?
I'm good. I'm not good, eh?
Okay.
Because what I've seen today.
Yeah, I think it is very charged today. What's going on?
You know, Mr. Jagelo?
Yes.
Kenya is a democratic country.
A democratic country, correct.
And it's not good, eh?
Okay.
For what I've seen today.
Okay, in Homa Bay.
Yes, can I speak in Kiswahili kidogo?
Yes, kabisa. Sisi Waswahili sisi sote.
Ndugu yangu nimekasirika sana.
Ndugu yangu mwenye ako na t-shirt ya red.
Nimekasirika sana ndugu yangu.
Okay.
Sababu hii Kenya ni yetu.
Kabisa.
Na hatuwezi furahisha watu kuweka Goons kwa hii mkutano ya watu.
Yes.
Ndugu yangu nimekasirika sana. And for us to go forward,
we must stop this nonsense.
Yes.
Na hii ujinga itaisha namna gani? Brother, nataka nikienda Rift Valley huko Eldoret town.
Yeah.
Niseme one term. Nifanye mkutano yangu.
Yeah.
Na nitoke hapo.
Kabisa.
Because it's my democratic right. But what I've seen today, ndugu yangu, that's nonsense.
Yeah.
Na nikiongea na nimalizie.
Okay.
Waja tusifurahishe rais kumwonyesha kwamba we can manage to bring goons. Ndio hasa ufurahie kwamba tuko na wafuasi.
Yes.
Ndugu yangu, tunataka tukue unajua democracy ni kitu ya maana sana.
Kabisa.
Ndio sasa sisi is not about vision 2030 to 2060. But ni katiba. Unajua tukisoma katiba mzuri, we don't need manifestos.
Yeah.
Hatutaki vitu mingi kama hii ya hatutaki sarakasi. Kama mimi rais sasa wa 2050 ama 2040. Mimi nikaa kwa ofisi yangu.
Okay.
Kila idara ifanye kazi yake.
All right, asante.
Ndio report kwa ofisi.
All right.
Ndugu yangu nimekasirika Jagelo.
Asante. Hello?
Nataka I want to come to that bench and I talk some
Yes, you come for sure. I welcome everybody that wants to come to this bench. You have to come and say something. Hello?
Hello, Chagiro.
Yes, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Good evening. My name is Diego. I'm from Bomet.
Sijasikia vizuri.
My name is Diego. I'm from Bomet.
Okay, Diego from Bomet.
Yes. I think what happened today.
Okay.
It's a moment to reflect as Kenyans.
Okay.
There is nobody really to take the blames, because if we blame the leaders, we have also to look at it. These people who participated in throwing stones, they are normal riots, and they're the ones who will make decisions when it comes to elections. So it shows that us as a people, we still have a lot of problems because we condone what leaders push down our throats. I won't blame Meshach in what he said. I think actually Meshach is something like, because when you look at what happened exactly, it is two factions of people who are brothers. They are of the same tribe. All of them are coming from the same region.
Okay.
But then they are charged politically by the leaders. So I think the bottom line, first of all, is as our people, where do we want to go to? And we have to hold our leaders accountable, because, for example,
but that is what I was asking Miruka actually. And Miruka, I would like you to respond to this gentleman, because that's what I asked you. Because we always know that politicians from across divide, they always come and sow hatred and sow bitterness. People kill each other. And the next time we are seeing them is that they're at the press conference saying these things. But like I said, my dear caller, is that Kaluma is actually a colleague of Babu Outwitted and Karoli. They are both in parliament.
But me to say, Chagiro, let's take, for example, the deputy governor of Narok,
Kipkoech
Tamalinye, said that we will not allow regard, for example, to land in Murua Digir, either by air or by road.
Okay.
So basically, it's not only Kaluma who is trying to entice people from Homa Bay to allow leaders from other regions to come. This thing is happening across the country. And if everybody decides that, okay, we are not going to allow leaders from any other part of the country, then we are going to lock the country to be zoned in a manner that a particular group of people are allowed to go to a particular region. And in that, it's like we are succeeding as a country. We are saying, as a country, we want only to have our own leadership. And I think when we look at, I mean, personally, I'm a millennial, and when we look at the chances, the way they are adopting a particular region.
Excuse me one moment. I have brought somebody else into the call.
It's that the leaders who we hold accountable are trying to decide that. So I think the bottom line is, as a people, we need to really sit down and take this as a challenge for us to reflect on where we are as a country and where we need to go. We ought not to really blame ourselves as citizens, but we are supposed to.
Well, can I ask you a question?
Yes, please, Tagero.
What do you think that the Linda Mwananchi should have done, having seen what was impending?
Two things.
Yes.
The first thing, I think sometimes retreating is not a weakness. Retreating and re-strategize could have been something which could have really averted most of this chaos. Secondly, there are some statements which were very outright. Yesterday, for example, from Kaluma, saying that the people from a particular faction are not supposed to be even allowed to some hotels. I think the first thing they could have done, they could have also taken a statement to the DCI and the police for them to investigate.
Yes.
And also we have court system in Kenya, which I think to a great extent is operational. We are not only supposed to wait for this NCIC commission to start taking action against some of the leaders. We can initiate private legal action on some of the leaders. For example, based on their statements.
All right. Thank you very much. There are so many people that want to speak. If you allow us, let us listen to some.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Hello? Hello? There is a gentleman calling from Germany. I'm not sure whether he's still on the line. Hello?
Hello, Gajero. Can you hear?
Yes, I can hear you. What's your name? I can see that. Are you calling us from Germany or somewhere else?
I'm calling from Germany.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so for me, a couple of things that I have witnessed today that worry me a lot about the country.
Okay.
But also your panelists, I will not comment on them because I think our ideological differences are so big they will never be a meeting of the mind.
Okay.
Number one.
Okay.
I think the media be more responsible going forward. The live broadcasting of the images of people with pangas and rungus and fighting in front of TV, that is responsible anywhere in the world. Broadcasters should be called to action, and they should explain why they allowed such live broadcasting of something.
That is interesting. That's interesting. I will ask Meruka about it. Go ahead.
Number two, I come from Kwale, and the economic situation of Kwale is not very different from Homa Bay.
Okay.
What surprises me is the ignorance of the average Kenyan of how poor Kenya is. And I think it's also by social media. Kenya is an $1,800 US GDP. It is a terribly poor country. Our difference with Burundi is nothing. It's right.
Yeah.
So even this idea that we are, there are no roads, there are nothing, to me it's a shock that they have no. But also I'm worried the average Kenyan has Singapore. You are not transforming Homa Bay into Singapore. It is not possible. It cannot work. You have to be a miracle worker. And the average Kenyan should wake up and know that the politics they're fighting about is not beneficial to their life. Kenya needs a revolution. An $1,800 GDP is a horrible place to be. There will be no education for your children, no health care for yourself, and I hope just the average Kenyan can know this, Jagero. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Miruka, yes. There is a guy who is saying that sometimes retreating is a good thing.
I don't think it is, because first of all, I think I'd love to recommend the bravery of Babu Owino. Actually, when you looked at Babu Owino and they were being attacked, in the whole Linda Mwananchi team, he's the one who held the mic, shut the music, and was directing them on how to actually penetrate those barriers that had been laid. Retreating is not a good thing because...
Yes. We are coming back to you just a minute.
One of the things that we have kept saying is that we need to be a country that is ruled by constitutionalism and the rule of law.
Okay.
And that has to be established so that, Jagero, you don't have to fear that if you are not in Kisumu and you are in Mombasa, probably something else can happen to you. Something else that I need to say also, because I think I have seen a lot of the people of the internet being very mad, is that, Jagero, when you marry a divorced wife, you should never blame the previous husband when you fail to impregnate her. This is simply because, in as much as these things have been happening before, what we should actually say is it has actually been happening.
Yeah.
But where we are right now, especially when we went to the election, this has to stop. It doesn't matter. Because we must remember, and that is why I think another caller was saying, it is just us as Kenyans who are being used as fools to fight each other. Yet when everything is being brokered at the table, that peasant is not there. It is those leaders just showing their might and power when people are killed, when blood is shed, and none of them are going to appear at that table.
Yeah.
Apart from the greedy leaders who are going to steal for their people, who are going to steal for their families, who are going to spread some of these little things to some of them, but not really the development that they deserve. I think as Kenyans, we must come to the point that we need to fight for a dignified life. And it doesn't matter which leader we are supporting. We must call them to accountability. Otherwise, we fail, or rather, we risk falling into what is called cultism, because we're just following our leaders and doing whatever they're saying without questioning them and bringing them to accountability. So that whether they steal or not, we'll still support them because we are following them very blindly.
All right. Yes. Hello?
Hello, Jagero.
Hey, kumechemuka namna gani? How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm Tito Uma from Nyandiwa.
Nyandiwa.
Yeah.
Are you there or you are in Donholm?
Okay, I'm not there, but currently I followed everything that was happening.
Tell me, what is going on there, bro?
It is just a fight of who is bigger than who.
Okay.
It is just a fight of testing who is bigger than the other. Because if you look at that political rally keenly, recently there was a by-election that was happening in Onkalau.
Yes.
And if you look at what they were told, the Linda Mwananchi faction, they were asked not to step in Onkalau, and they never did that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at the political rally that was taken to Homa Bay today. It looked like somebody is trying to prove something.
Okay, what are they trying to prove?
There is a gap of leadership in Nyanza.
There's a gap of leadership in Nyanza?
Right, that is the gap.
Okay.
So if you look at keenly, it appears as if there are two factions that are trying to plot people to scramble for Luo Nyanza political votes.
Okay.
And these factions are the two. The Linda Wananchi is being functioned by a group, and then the other function of the God-based.
Okay.
One thing that I would like to say, because I'm from Soba, I understand that even the road that is being exposed now, I fully understand it fully. Appreciate what happened today, not the violence, but the exposure of those roads. That is what politics has really cost the Luo Nyanza people.
Yes.
Because if you look at the states in which those roads are, that we understand, Kenya is a state where if you do the right, if you dine with the government, you get development.
So then what are you saying about that road, that it was supposed to be done by other governments that have not taken time to do them? It was supposed to be done by other
governments, but because of our political stand all along since 1960,
okay,
nobody cares about those roads. That is why, if you look at Suba, that is why it is the way it is today, Jagero. I actually understand that if you look at the factions of the Linda Mwananchi that attended that rally,
yes,
Nyanza political leaders elected who are attending that rally, there were only 3.
Yes.
So do you want to tell me that if election is done in 2022, all the remaining MPs will go back home? Has it ever happened?
You tell me what do you think is going to happen?
Completely. If it's a matter of taking people back home, not more than 20% will go back home at the sitting MPs.
Yes.
What does that determine that for the development? Enough is enough.
I am struggling. I'm struggling to find your what you mean. I mean, there is the issue of a few MPs in Luo Nyanza supporting the president. The broad base is now supporting ODM is now supporting the government, and then we have got an issue of bad roads, and then we have got an issue of Linda Mwananchi led by Orengo, Babu Outwitted and Sifuna. Okay,
what I'm trying to tell you. The political standard has been in Luo.
Okay.
Ever since independence.
Okay.
Actually, what has put us there? Because we tend to say.
Okay.
All along, we must do things constitutionally the way they're supposed to be done, and that has never been happening in other regions.
Okay.
Developments are rights to everybody in Kenya.
Okay, so then you understand when broad-based members in Homa Bay are trying to protect that place and trying to tell people like Babu Outwitted that look, stay away. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I fully support that.
Oh, okay.
Agreement with them.
Okay.
We have lost so many.
Okay.
We should catch up with other people in this country.
All right. Do you think that Sifuna, Babu, and Orengo are going to bring the development that you think the Luo Nyanza desire?
Because you can even look at how they were organizing themselves in that rally.
Okay.
Accompanied this senator from Kisii, they are pulling towards Matiang'i.
Okay.
Accompanying Sifuna from the MPs from Western. Sifuna.
Okay.
Those who are with Orengo, the few, are pulling towards Orengo. So tell me, who is the leader and what is the agenda?
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Can I answer that caller?
Yes.
I think you should understand that currently, look at the
yes. Calm down a little bit. I'm going to get back to you in a jiffy, in 1 second.
Okay. I think what he's trying to do is to create division in Linda Mwananchi. Because look at Karoli, look at Babu. Who are they endorsing as the flag bearer of Linda Mwananchi? It is very evident it is Edwin Sifuna. Something else that I need
Babu Outwitted said he's going to be the party leader. So when did he endorse Sifuna?
No, I'm saying when you look at them engaging right now, in those two, who are they going to look votes for at the moment? It is Edwin Otenya Sifuna.
They didn't say that in Homa Bay, bro.
Oh my God.
They didn't.
I think Jagero didn't watch that.
No, but what did he say?
Did you see them at Sindo?
Yes.
And what they had to say?
What did they say?
Babu was very clear that Ruto tunamtoa.
Okay.
Karoli said tunakula kwa Ruto all Kaluo, but kura ni kwa nani? Kwa Sifuna.
Okay.
That is a statement that he made when they stood at Sindo.
Okay.
So let's not assume that we don't know.
Yeah, but Sifuna himself was asked at Citizen and he said he doesn't know if he's studying for president. So this caller is saying, what do they want? That's what he's asking for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What they want, they will tell the people in the near future. That is something that we need to say very clearly. But we know it has been our stand as Linda Mwananchi that Edwin Sifuna is going for the presidency. Allow me to say one more thing before you get back to the caller.
Okay.
You know, Odingaism and hooliganism has actually ruled Nyanza for a very long time.
Odingaism and hooliganism.
Hooliganism. And I want to point out a very good example.
Okay.
Matiang'i was in Bomet, all right? The people of Bomet, was it Bomet or Eldoret?
Okay.
Atutam. They did not attack Matiang'i. They just told him to go away because they're in Tutam. Why is it that our brothers and sisters in Luo Nyanza actually have to attack each other simply because of the positions they hold? That has to be something that they have to think about because the person they're supporting in terms of the president and his people are not fighting anyone. They're just telling you, we cannot hear you, just go away. Peacefully.
They shouted at them.
Yes, they just told them we actually 2-term. So go away. And that is what Matiang'i said, all right, it's fine. And he moved away with
Why
his
didn't Matiang'i insist? The way these ones were told, Hapa, we are 2-term and they are insisting.
But you see, you're trying to justify something that we can actually clearly see our politics can be clean. Because when Matiang'i went there, he was not blocked anywhere. He went there to sell his agenda. They did not want to listen to Matiang'i. They told him they're in 2-term. They did not fight Matiang'i. Matiang'i was allowed to move around and then go away. Why is it that our Luo brothers and sisters have to fight and shed blood and even go to the extent of killing one of their own? And you see, I'm talking like this not because I'm a Kisi. My stepmother is a Luo. So I also have, my grandmother is also a Luo. So I also have that part of Luo in me. Because we must tell our brothers and sisters that this never has to be about us fighting each other. It has to be about what is the motive of this politician telling you to carry a panga and a rungu and a stone to hurt someone else simply because they have a difference of opinion with you. I think that is wrong, and that is what the people are saying. It doesn't matter where you stand. This has to be clear, just as day is as from night.
All right, hello?
Hello?
Hey, umesikia vile kumechemka?
Unajua Mr. Jagelo?
Yes.
Wakati mtu anakuambia eti barabara we have marginalized hiyo miaka yote. Na tumekuwa tukichagua wabunge.
Hiyo barabara si wabunge wanatengeneza, ni serikali Uhuru, Kibaki and the rest of them.
Sasa hiyo serikali,
yes.
Tukichagua wabunge wanaenda bunge kuangalia tuko na barabara, tuko na maji, tuko na vitu 1 2 3 all the facilities.
Yes.
So wabunge wote wamekuwa wakichagua Homa Bay. Wakamoto wapelekwe jela, walikuwa wanapeleka miswada gani bungeni? Uwezi kuwa unaenda miaka 5 barabara hakijengwi, hakuna maji.
Barabara inakaa kama Yemen.
Tunakaa kama Yemen because na tumekuwa we have a representative in the government.
Nakubaliana na wewe kabisa.
Jagelo?
Yes.
Unajua mahali tunakosea ni wapi? Ni wakati tunasema serikali. Na tuelewe serikali ni nani?
Yes.
Serikali ni sisi mpaka wananchi hapa chini. Serikali si president.
Yes.
Serikali si bunge. Serikali si senate.
Yes.
Serikali si governor. The government is sisi wote wananchi wa Kenya.
Kabisa.
Hata ile mtu wa chini, mtu ya bodaboda, all of the people wale watu ya chini, mama mboga, watu wote ni serikali.
Yes.
So when unaenda bunge au unakaa bunge, hiyo miaka 5 umekaa bunge, tuseme we got independence in 63.
Wanasema Kibaki alikataa kujenga hiyo barabara na Uhuru.
Mbona hawakuinua matawi?
Kufanya nini?
Jagero? Nikuuliza swali moja, wewe uko na watoto na bibi, ukienda kwa nyumba bila chakula.
Yes.
Watoto watasema nini?
Baba jalete.
Si ni kweli? Since 1963 up to now. Mbona wajaisema baba hajaleta?
Problem.
Let us think like it.
Mtu anasema Geoffrey anasema Mbadi has been an MP for South for 16 years. Bad road start with him.
No.
Yes.
Unajua ile kitu mimi nakashirika.
Jagero, with our caller, my brother, it is good to and sounds nice to say serikali ni kila mtu blah blah blah. Are you collecting taxes, you or me? Because government collect taxes to do those roads. So if you are busy here telling us serikali ni kila mtu, mimi na wewe hata mwananchi, you and I collect tax from who? That is wrong. Serikali ni the one who collect taxes from us. Then when you are asked why these roads were not done by other government, you are telling us mbona hawakubeba matawi. Uliona wapi wakibeba matawi ndio Thika Road itengenezwe all the way to Nyeri? Walibeba matawi siku gani ndio itengenezwe? So why must the people of Suba have to carry matawi ndio yao itengenezwe? Thank you.
Kana nikuuliza swali moja. Kana your question before you go.
Yes.
Uliona ukarau?
Sijui kama lienda.
Barabara itengenezwa na siku ngapi? Siku moja, si kweli?
Yes.
So kumaanisha Kenya tunatengeneza barabara zote one night.
Another big fat lie. Hata wewe ukipewa pesa zote in this country, uwezi tengeneza barabara on one day. It is not possible. So literally like it is not possible. So don't bog us with many things that cannot be verified. Jagero, wewe unaweza tengeneza a whole barabara in one day.
I don't know what you guys are squabbling over because I am okay. So my friend, why has the government not built that road?
I'm asking a question. Najua nataka uulize swali moja and we reason like sober minds watu wako na akili. Kwa kama hii serikali tunajua tu cabinet yote ni maboga na tunasema serikali iko imara. We want to go to 2060 na maboga kwa serikali. Tuko na watu wamesoma kwa pale nje na hakuna kazi wanapewa kwa serikali. Tunapatia politics. We are just giving people because mtu alikuwa alikupigania kwa kwa unampatia cheo hata elewi.
Wacha niongeze mtu kwa hii call ndo sasa ukimaliza aingie vizuri.
Hello?
Yes. But the gentleman is finishing so that you can start going on. Please mute your device.
I have my...
Yeah, but kuna jamaa alikuwa hapo alikuwa anamaliza.
Haya, wacha malize.
Bro, utamaliza ama umedrop? Ni kama umedrop, endelea.
Okay, Jagero.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
My name is Lewis Bulinda, calling from Langata.
Your name is?
Lewis Bulinda from Langata.
Lewis Bulinda from Langata. Go ahead, sir.
Yes. I want to remind you of 2024.
2024, that is the Gen Z.
Yes, when we met you at Rusinga Island, shooting some videos. Do you remember that day?
Yeah, I have gone to so many places, but I imagine that is true that we met.
Then we proceeded over to Tomboya Mausoleum.
Oh, yes, you were the one that was in a double cab.
Yes.
I remember so well.
You remember how you convinced us?
How I confused you?
To go back. Yes, to go back to the museum.
No, I don't remember confusing you.
You convinced us.
Yes, exactly. Tukaenda huko na tukawa na wakati huko. Yes.
That's Jagero. Imagine as a vote in Homa Bay.
Yes.
You convinced people to go back and see the tourism attraction, right?
Yes.
Now see what the leaders of Homa Bay are doing to people now. Will people be convinced again?
Ngumu.
Unakumbuka, you convinced us. Oh, where Tomboya was buried with his Muzungu friend.
Yeah, tukaenda huko.
Yeah. Yes. Now on the issue of the road, we cannot be blaming the government all along. I've heard people blaming, Uhuru did not build it, Kibaki did not build it, right? There is a road from Kakamega from Kisumu to Webuye.
Yes.
It was rallied by Raila Odinga. Right?
Yes.
When he was the Minister for Transport, something of the sort.
Yes.
Raila was in government.
Yes.
The current CS of finance has been in government.
Yes.
Wanga has been in government. Wanga has received over 100 billion in devolution. What have they been doing with the money?
What I have a problem with my brother.
Yes.
And this one I will speak to you without fear and favor. We have an idea around this country, yes, that when it comes to Luo land, our people have to fight for it.
Yeah.
Yes.
When it comes to other places around this country, people,
it's done.
It is just done. So if we have a port where we collect 2.8 trillion, why must somebody from Suna ask for that road to be built? Because we have all the ministries that are in charge of this entire country. The other day I was in Kisumu and we were driving from Kisumu to Mamboleo and somebody was saying that this barabara hii imejengwa na Uhuru. But you see that statement alone is very troubling. Because why is Uhuru built? We are not supposed to know who has built the road. The road should be built by the government of Kenya. The road should not be built by Kibaki, should not be built by Uhuru. So when a road is in a pathetic condition and that road falls squarely on the national government, we should not necessarily be blaming leaders from that region. We should be blaming the person that is taking our money and putting in a pot.
Yes.
Right. So I think the issue, because for me, as somebody coming from Suna, I am paying tax to the government.
Not to
So
the MP.
if my government is not able to build me a road, why is it that I should be blaming somebody that is not collecting my taxes? And we know that the government, that an MP, we know the work of an MP in parliament is to make laws. Okay?
Yes.
So I don't understand this idea that MPs should be lobbying for roads to be built in their areas. It does not make sense to me. Because right now, when I get money from YouTube, Ruto anakatanga hata kabla haijafika Kenya.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ameshakata. Nikiona tu Meta invoice hivi, Ruto ameshakata. So sasa niende nitafute Adoma tena ndo anijengee barabara, lakini pesa yangu ya YouTube imekatwa na Ruto. Pesa yangu ya Meta imekatwa na Ruto. When I do a consultancy for an organization, the 5% is inachukuliwa na huko.
Yes.
So now I am living in Nairobi. When I go to the village and find that the road is not done, now suddenly I'm supposed to look for Adoma.
Yeah.
Currently, the road coming from where we drop at the main road from, that is the Katito, Papunditi, Kindu Bay Road. It's a very good road. When you slope down, all those roads are impassable. Right now, when I go to my village, I actually leave my car at the center. All right? So now somebody is telling me that I need to go look for Adoma. But the government is also taking my Meta money. The government is taking my YouTube money. The government is asking me, every time I go to the supermarket, I have to ask for an ETR receipt. So that I can convince the government that, look, I am paying taxes.
I want to give you two examples. Huh?
Yes.
Back in my home county, which is Kakamega, the governor has something that we call 10-kilometer tarmac road per ward.
Yes.
And I can tell you as a matter of fact, there's a road that Orengo built.
Okay.
And it is one of the best roads in the county. If the neighboring county did that, if the neighboring county has done an initiative of 10 kilometers road, tarmac road per ward, what is hard to do in Homa Bay?
But you see now, even for the road that we are speaking about, that everybody is putting online and saying that it looks like Yemen, it is not a road that falls to the county government. It is not a road that...
In fact,
it is not.
It does.
It does
It
not.
is Class E, right?
Yes.
Class E falls squarely under the county government.
It's Kera.
It is Kera.
It's Kera.
It's Kera, yes. That's what it's Kera. That's Class E.
It is Kera because
Okay,
it was
I want to
even
give you
given to
another
Kera.
example.
Kera is the one that is supposed to be building it.
Yeah.
There is even a tender in the government portal that says that they should be building that road.
I want to give you a last example. No?
Yes.
Yes. As you saw that day, we are in the real estate business. Eh?
Yes.
So there's a time we went in Kisumu to do a road. Do you have an idea we had to do away the mill just to hunger people on the ground? The goons. You want to barabara repeated.
No. I do not support the goon culture at all.
We had to give out $1 million shillings. So that we can just do a makeshift road to the estate. So we need to change our mentality as a people from the Western region.
I agree.
We need to change our mentality.
All right, thank you, brother. Let me take another call.
Okay, thank you.
Hello? Hello? Ndugu? Huyu jamaa simsikii.
Yes.
Hell, how are you?
I'm fine.
Yes.
Yes, Jagero.
Yes, how are you doing, my brother? Today kumechemuka kwa studio, namna gani mahali ulipo?
Iko vumbi, tuko Yemen.
History ya Yemen bwana.
Tuko Yemen, hata uwezi ona mbele.
Uwezi ona mbele.
Hata ukipigwa risasi uoni.
Oh my goodness. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling you from Embakasi.
Hapa tu Embakasi pia iko mbaya sana, karibu na pipeline ama niko wapi?
I was there, nikarudi nikatolewa huko mbio, vumbi ikatumaliza huko nyumbani.
Kweli?
Mimi swali niliko tu nayo ni moja. What I saw today is very wrong. Why do you think we build hotels in Homa Bay?
So that tourists can go there.
Sasa kama wewe unasema unatoka hiyo side, ukitoka Nairobi unalala wapi?
Iko shida. In fact, there is a very nice place in Rongo that I usually go. It's a hideout.
Sasa kama wageni walienda Homa Bay alafu mnavurugwa kwa room. Why are those hotels there? Sasa hiyo ndio kitu ndio shida.
Yes.
And as Luo Nyanza leaders should talk.
Should talk amongst themselves.
They should talk amongst themselves.
I asked Meruka, but Meruka told me that they do not need to talk.
Hapana, ile ni mbaya juu.
Meruka, don't you think that they should talk?
Well, it's not. I do not hold their briefs, and it's up to them whether they decide to talk or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. But I think what is going on there is very bad because we are competing about goons and goons.
Goons and goons.
And that one will not help us. If you go to Kisumu, goons from Kisumu come to Homa Bay, goons from Homa Bay come to Kisumu.
Yeah.
So we need each other. We are sisters and brothers. So that one, our leaders.
Are you a Luo?
Yes.
From where?
From Siaya.
From Siaya. Huko kwa Orengo?
Yes, huko kwa Orengo.
Okay.
Amehold Linda Mwananchi rallies ngapi in Siaya?
Linda Mwananchi in Siaya, we don't beat ourselves. Akikuja ni pole tu.
Hey.
Lakini ya Homa Bay tumeona then kuna kitu moja yenye ilisikia Kaluma akisema was very wrong.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, was very wrong and it should be held accountable.
All right, thank you very much. Hii wa Kenya wako wengi leo. Tutamaliza kweli.
Wamejaa ngori.
Wamejaa ngori kabisa, lakini wacha wa Kenya waongee. Hello?
Hello, Jagero.
Yes, how are you, my brother?
I'm good. I'm calling from Eldoret.
You are calling from Eldoret?
Yes.
Are you Nilot?
I'm not Nilot. I'm Bantu, and Bantu with some blood of Nilot.
Oh, very good. What do you think about the Luo region today?
Hey, well, let me first of all speak in Swahili because hii hata Kizungu haitaingia.
Wewe ongea na Kiswahili. Sisi Waswahili sisi sote.
Now, Jagero, we have a big problem. Tuko na shida kubwa sana katika area ya Nyanza, haswa watu wa kufuatilia hizi campaigns.
Yes.
Because leaders wa Nyanza, Moso Homa Bay County, wamekuwa wakiforefront sana mambo ya goonism. Now, that is very bad. They are cultivating a very bad culture whereby the people who are being incited are fellows from the same community, same villages and same neighborhoods of same area.
Yes.
And if you watch carefully, even in Kisumu,
yes,
there's been a lot of goonism going around there. People of the same region, same language, fighting again among themselves.
Yes.
And who is the supporter of all those things? Leaders of that area. So you ask yourself, first of all, hii Nyanza inaelekea wapi? That is one question that we should ask ourselves. Secondly, Nyanza imekuwa supported sana na, let me say in particular, ODM.
Yes.
The bigger factor of ODM is imekuwa Western region.
Okay.
And if you watch how Western has been running their politics,
yes,
it is something very rare kuona guys fighting because of goonism. At Oparanya may organize, just an example, Oparanya may organize goons wapigane, for instance, na maybe ANC or wapigane na DAP. You will never see that kind of stupidity. It is high time.
Yes.
People from Nyanza. Nilots from Nyanza.
Nilots from Nyanza.
Nilots from this, apart from Kitish.
Yes.
Luo Nyanza. Waanze kutumia akili zao because these guys are not using their brains well. They make us to feel that they are very good in class, brain from class, but when it comes to brain ya nature, they are zero.
Yeah.
Another thing, let me say,
Okay.
Ati wanasema barabara zijajengwa because they have been marginalized. That is so wrong. That is not true. For instance, where I come from.
Okay.
I just border Siaya.
Yes.
Border Siaya. From our home, you go to Yala. Unajua, we have tarmac road yenye imefika place yenye inaitwa nini? Inaitwa Humtivo. There is a tarmac road inafika Humtivo.
Nani amejenga hiyo?
Oparanya, when was in government? When he was government? And even if you go to these interior areas by your area, our home, and compared to the ones in here,
yes.
Labda nilikuwa huko juzi, nimeona zimekuwa at least zimelimwa, zimetengenezwa, zimepanuliwa. But hapo nyuma, they were very dilapidated stature. So this thing goes down to leaders of those areas. Leaders of those areas are now trying to find a place where to hide and shift blame that they were marginalized. No way. Baba was in government during some time. Baba has been Minister for Transport when Thika Road was being constructed.
Yeah.
I want to appreciate the fact that some of the roads in Nyanza, Oda Nyanza area, like the main road, they are well built.
Yeah, lakini zile za ndani wameweka tu matope.
They are stealing money. And they are being marginalized.
Who takes that money?
So you ask them. They can answer it. Because why should you do something for national image people clear outside and inside it is bad, and then you start saying that they are marginalized?
Thank you very much, sir. I think we will take the last call and then we can call it a night, because it has been very nice. I love the way Kenyans have spoken. Today we have spoken for about 1 hour, 1.5 hours. Hello? Habari Mkenya mwenzangu?
Hello.
Yes, how are you doing, my brother?
I'm good. Habari yako?
Habari, niko salama kabisa.
Uko Kenya?
Niko Kenya. Yes.
Yeah. Sasa mimi pia natoka Homa Bay.
Unatoka uko Homa Bay ama uko wapi?
Kwa sasa niko Githurai.
Very good. Go ahead. What do you think about your good county? Hello? What happened?
County of endless potential.
County of endless potential. I think we lost him. People of the internet, it has been a beautiful conversation that we had. I want to thank you, Mr. Meshach, for coming to the show today. And I want to thank Mr. John Tess, not John Tess, but Frank, who has been on the deck today, and the gentleman that has been on the camera. This is a conversation that still goes on, and Kenyans are talking, and they're saying the things that matter to them. And I want to thank them very much for always coming here. Today we have had a lot of callers. I think this is the highest amount of callers we have had since I started this show. And I want to thank you for taking your credit and for always being there. Town hall imechacha, watu wameongea kabisa, wamesema Meshach must go. I want to also thank Mr. Meruka, who had stepped out to go and help himself, but is now back. Mr. Meruka just come in so that we finish. Thank you very much, people of the internet. If you're not subscribed to Political Headache, this is a one-stop shop where we speak politics and we do not allow anybody not to speak. So, and sometimes I also have my opinions to say in as far as politics concerned. I'm a 44-year-old who has to speak about the issues of his country. So, and sometimes I am not right. Sometimes I am not wrong. So, please read mine. What has he said? Mr. The Great is saying that I should read his comment, but I've not seen his comment. So I've not seen that. So thank you very much, people of the internet. Until another episode, bye for now. Meshach must go. This episode very much, and I just had a break to tell you about my new book. You know, everybody says that there is no job, and that is true. Also, that was me 10 years ago. The problem is that everybody is trying to get a job in their town, in their city, in their marketplace. They ask friends for jobs, mothers call uncles, uncles call brothers, but there are no jobs. Let me tell you what no one is telling you, jobs migrated online. What I actually mean is there are many, many jobs around the world and there is no one to do them except you. I work for Americans myself. I work for Europeans. I work for the Chinese. I work for the Australians. I work for the Canadians. And so, because I have done so much for myself, I said to myself, you know what? I should compile what I've been doing for the last 15 years. So in 2024, I wrote a digital book called Goldmine 18 Hustles for Africans. And then in 2025, AI came. People say AI is taking away our jobs. And for me, I'm going to say false. There are actually AI jobs. Jobs are not being taken by AI, but there are new jobs online that are there because of AI. Now, mimi ni nani? I created more jobs. And for now, in my new book, we have 25 online and offline jobs that you can leverage on if you do not have a job. So in this powerful volume 2, I share 25 new actionable online hustles specifically researched and tailored for Africans. My new book provides clear step-by-step guidance drawing from my extensive experience and research, including the mistakes I've made and lessons I've learned over the 15 years that I have worked online. So what can you do online? You can become an executive assistant for busy folks in Europe, America, Canada, and get paid for tasks like watching videos and taking online surveys. Okay? You can build a lot of things. Build a business as a virtual assistant, start an e-commerce shop without capital, be an affiliate marketer, or you can also become actually an English tutor and tens of AI jobs. If you have a job, that is fine. But I also know that you can buy this book for that brother, for that sister, for that mother, for that cousin, for that husband who is watching Netflix all day at home. Buy it for your friend who is always asking for cash. You know that friend. Now, all the information is on the description below. You can also inbox me, you can WhatsApp me, or go to my website, which is odworjigero.co.ke.